Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 12 of Torchbearer, the Keep on the Borderlands. I'm your host and game master, Eric, aka EricVulgaris, on everything, and I'm super excited to be back. I know it's been a little while, but scheduling around tax time is difficult, and it is just a busy time of the year. But I know we left on a pretty solid cliffhanger. And I know you all are excited to get back to it. And I was excited to get back to it. And you're all probably tuning out because you're not here to listen to me. You're to listen to amazing things that have been happening in Virgil's life. So, Virgil, take it away. What's up, buddy?
Not much. I mean, I probably should have been rolling up a new character for this game. I'm Virgil Levenger, also known as Zircon5 around the internet. You can check out like my SoundCloud stuff at Zircon5 and also on Twitch /Zircon5. Today I'm going to be playing, maybe for the last time, Cadence Serenadolin, the Elven Ranger. My belief is that I'm a true adventurer and elves are made of sterner stuff. My goal is to go back to town and restock. I just realized that that's like not the most adventurous goal I've had yet.
You're a true adventurer who really wants to go home right now.
But this one's pretty good. Don't run out of food. Always take an opportunity to forage. So I'm getting ready to dig around in these woods of Eric's mind. What about you, Adam?
Today I will be skin shifting into Britain's Stormcaller, Sean Nittner's character. And we will see how it goes. Yeah, I'm Adam Blinkensop, other half of Another Question and occasional poster of random rules and music. On Twitter, I'm HackerBlinks. And I think we're going to hold on to some of these things. So Sean's belief from last session, people with good intentions make promises and people with good character keep them. And I really like that, so we'll hold on to it. The instinct that he had is when at rest, repair our damaged gear, and I am super holding on to that one. I'm sure it won't come up at all. The goal is to gain the commitment from our party that we're our party he has on the character sheet that we're here to explore the caves, not to serve the Lords of Chaos. And I think that might be an iffy goal at this point because a bunch of the big parts of the conflict I feel like kind of resolved by the end, but I'll hold on to it for a little while and see if I can come up with something better. Listen to me losing the thread. How about you, Epi?
Oh, I'm doing good. I saw Rampage today. I'm just saying. I've been looking forward to that one for a while, and it delivered. Yes. But more importantly, tonight I'll be playing Basil or Basil, depending on which accent you want to use when you talk about him. And Basil here he had to get new beliefs and new goals. So I'm trying these out. My new belief is the Lords of Light have need of my services, so I shall serve. Because I think it's important for Basil not to bow down to any particular god, but to just be like, oh, I see, you need me. That's why you've decided to show yourself to me. My goal is to slay the undead, which I think will be probably the worst goal that we'll have. And then finally, my instinct is win in camp, help out our most sick. I think that's going to stick around. I think we might need it, or we might not, depending on what happens before we get to camp. How about you, Sage?
I will be playing Linus, who last time was Adam. Thank you very much for filling in, Adam. And my belief is that I can find allies within the creatures of the cave. Some of the creatures here are like me. I'm going to go ahead and stick with that. Adam had given Linus a goal of making a new friend, and I think I'm actually still good with that as well. Can always use more friends. And
you sound like me.
Linus can look for them in the worst places possible. And then I'm definitely giving this instinct when in camp, make a map. I'm going to get those sweet cartographer checks. And back to you, Eric.
Yeah.
Take everything on.
Cool. Yep, not much going on with me. King is Dead is out on Kickstarter. If you haven't backed that yet, do that. Played that game last Friday. It was amazing. And I'm playing it again.
That was a great stream, by the way.
Thank you. I know. I was really proud of it. And we're going to be doing it again for me tomorrow with another group. So I just cannot wait to peddle these games to everybody. I love playing games. I don't know. It's been so long since we played. I don't think you guys have heard. I started a DCC West Marches game and been playing that literally every single day. About like 30 sessions in now. That game is The game is incredible. I cannot wait to do a post-mortem. I've been recording them all. I haven't been streaming all of them, but I've been recording them all locally. And then I'm going to write up a huge blog post and give like, hey, there's my resources that I use. Watch how this game has evolved over time so you can kind of see how my rules have changed and how we released patch notes and changed things and fixed things. And then here's all my encounter tables and everything I did so you can do it yourself. So I'm looking forward to doing that. We're about maybe like 2/3 of the way down the swamp. So we'll see where it goes. It's like we have like a 40% attrition rate. For characters, so that's a lot of fun.
Not bad.
Wow.
Bad.
They're all 0 levels. Like everyone has like a level 1, and they bring 2 additional 0 levels, so it's always like 15 people, and like maybe like 9 or so return. And so it's like every classic story you hear. It's the 0 levels who get eaten by the snakes, and then everyone's like, oh no! And it's anyways. Speaking of, let's not worry about that character death today. Let's worry about Virgil dying today, right? Yeah. Right.
Oh gosh, I'm in such a all of a sudden hanging out with all you guys. I'm in such a good mood. It's gonna be tough to pull off, having this angry condition.
Yeah,
feeling too jolly.
Right. So, there's a couple of things we got to do before we get started. We introduce our characters today, their beliefs and stuff today, their instincts and their goals, and then also do the recap of previously on. So, if somebody already feels like they already have their goal kind of squared away, or if somebody, I know we just kind of shared them.
We got them covered in the intro,
right? But in case what I was saying is that if you wanted to have another second to like maybe change something or so while someone was doing it previously on, it's possible.
For the amount of seconds that I took to write mine this week, I'm very happy with them. I mean, the ratio is great there.
Cool. Right. So, who would like to do the prologue? What happened in the exciting events of your last month?
Who can remember well is a better question to ask, Eric.
I'm going to bow out because while I did watch the video on demand, I was not here for it. So, that's not going to be me.
What is the benefit if you don't
I think if you're tired or hungry,
you can recover up to exhaustion. So you can recover hungry, thirsty, angry, and exhausted by doing the prologue. If you do not have a condition, if you don't have a condition, you can cover a point of spent nature.
Oh, people need that, right?
No.
Epi? No.
No.
Spent nature. Okay.
No, I was like
too kind on y'all. I do too many twists. I love my machinations. I never just give you conditions.
Yeah. Brent is messed out, so it wouldn't.
I remember we found the caves, but things got very, very dark inside those caves and very sad. We found them not too bad though. We had a fight at the front, right?
Right. So
the episode before that,
in the beginning, we broke camp, or did we start camp while we were
camp? I think.
Okay.
And I went off to go find.
Because like I remember the beginning being this. Oh no, we were in camp in the beginning because that was when I broke my fever and decided that was a sign. I made the deal with
me.
With Adam. If my fever was cured, then obviously the lords of light or law or whatever it is,
right.
They go by many names.
Right, we're with you then.
We're with us. So that's when I did my about face there, and that was definitely at the beginning of that episode. Then I think we went and found the caves, but I don't recall.
I can recall
fighting.
Like this horrible dark memory of like reaching for these forbidden necklaces or something, and then all the gnashing and tearing of flesh, elven flesh, and the wailing, the sad melodic wails as I was thrashed about mightily. But then we did get out of there, and I think we even made a map afterwards. Didn't we get a map test done?
Yeah. So
we mapped in the middle. It was getting out of there was like the last thing that happened in the session.
Yeah,
because
we mapped in the middle.
We ripped you away from the zombies, threw you out of the cave, and then like smash cut to black type of thing.
Yeah. Okay, so we're like still at the cave. But we do have a map. I remember that. I was very happy about that.
I think we have 2 necklaces, don't we?
So I think I have 2 necklaces. I could look to see if they're on my I haven't scrolled that far down yet.
I mean, I'm focusing on the important thing. How many necklaces we took off the dead?
I have in my left hand, I have an amulet, and in my right hand, another amulet.
Yeah, okay, there you go. That's
carried 1 each. It's fine. And I guess I'm laying on the ground outside of the red chaos cave, bleeding mightily.
As you do.
Yeah, the red chaos cave kind of lived up to its reputation.
Yes.
Yeah, and there was like a bunch of wailing undead in there, right? We didn't even know, there was like more and more back there.
Yeah, that's about right.
It seemed like a swarm, possibly.
Yeah, that's pretty much nailed it. Okay. Thank you for the recap. You may recover your angry condition, I suppose.
Yay.
You are no longer in rebellion. But I think you are still injured.
Yeah, I'm messed up real good. Them zombies got me.
Right. So our game begins. You guys are running out of the red key. The red. Sorry, wrong thing. The red caves. Into basically the arms of Sirica, the cleric with you and their acolytes. And they are like, oh, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And the zombies do not pursue you into the outside.
Cowards.
The time of day is sun.
It's morning. It makes sense because you guys broke camp. So it's still early morning still. Plenty of day ahead of you. But
yeah,
just the ominous caves of chaos. So I mean, I don't know how.
I fling myself into her arms, and I'm like, "Oh, they got me! They torn into me something fierce. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it."
Oh, and she pats you on the back, and there's like a dead hand on your hand. She like flicks it off your back. Oh, you shouldn't.
We should.
Oh, yeah. No, she just sees. No, it's you have that's a nasty gash on your shoulder back here.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get that piece back, unfortunately.
Out of the way. Let me look. Let me see. But no amateurs. This is time for. Can I take a look at this one? How hurt is he?
He's injured. Yeah. So I think if I recall correctly, you kind of got grabbed and bit in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a huge.
Is it festering back there? Look bad.
Yeah. There's a big.
Festering. You don't have to worry
mark.
about festering. That just gives you strength. It's.
Lords of Light, Lords of Law, man.
Yeah. Oh, right. You're right.
Yeah.
Burns out the evil. Yeah.
So, is there a thing that can be done at this moment with healing, or is that only a camp thing?
I don't know if we have to do it at camp, but I think I have to do it.
I mean, do you have anything special as a cleric you can do here?
Don't have
Sirica. Yeah, so Sirica looks pretty grimly at you, Virgil. Or Cadence, and looks to you,
like
Cadence.
No flirting at all?
yeah, this is not flirtatious, and they're gonna say, this is a very, very bad wound.
That's okay.
I don't know if magic's.
And stuff. I think I can pull through. I mean, maybe just a couple more rubs on the back would help though. I'm a bit tense.
I don't know. They say like, I don't know if my healing can help you here. You need time to recover.
So, long-term plans. Do we head back to the keep and come up with kind of a larger force? Like if we couldn't deal with, we're not going to go down there and deal with that zombie group. Just
How
us.
about a flamethrower? I don't think that's in the game.
Well, and we have these 2 amulets that we want to kind of research, and that's not just going to be camp in the middle of the wilderness research. It would be nice to be at an actual town to do that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm hearing you. But
Yeah.
before, let me just suggest, what if we brought Ook back from the dead? I'll look to Linus because I assume that wizards do that.
I mean, I think Linus is still pretty broken up about Oog. So like he's like has to like he almost tears up, and he's like,
all right, yeah.
I guess that's a thing we could do, but
I mean, we don't make zombies to fight zombies. That doesn't, like, fire with fire. Yeah, not.
you don't fight zombies.
Okay.
What about
Okay,
like
fair enough.
just a zombie knoll to fight them though? Would that work? We could go find a knoll corpse or something.
Or is it just no zombies altogether? Is that the plan?
I feel like that's playing into the Lords of Chaos's
I'm not
hands.
putting a
Okay.
hard no on zombies right now. I'll leave it on the table.
But if we can find something out about these amulets that would help us,
Yeah.
maybe find a weakness or find some kind of off switch or whatever, that would be much better than going in completely unprepared. However fun that may be.
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
Isn't there some kind of holy water or blessing that can
Now,
just make them shy away from us?
yeah, I
Come
mean,
on, you're holy
did
people, right?
something.
It's like pure evil undead.
I hit him with the powers of the Lords of Light.
yeah.
Now I'm investigating quickly if I can do that. I don't think it's a thing you can do over and over again.
Yeah, we just have to have you do that every 6 seconds for the next, 3 hours. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll save you the page
The rule
look up
stack.
for you, Epi, here.
Yeah.
If you attempt this prayer on an undead creature and it fails to affect it, the cleric cannot invoke this fury against that particular creature until it gains a level.
Got it. Let's go back to town. Not that I'm going to
We
do
missed
anything.
Yeah. So, Sirka.
Before-
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, before we make this decision to go back to town, I just want to do a quick inventory. Are the amulets the only things we're going to be bringing back?
Well, we've
that we
also
can
got we've got the zombie hand.
Oh, you're right. Yes, now we do have a zombie hand.
Who's got it?
Pennywise
How
Jiff.
I mean,
got
that's
a
not a
zombie
ton
hand?
to be bringing back, but
I mean, if this infection starts spreading, I'm gonna have a zombie hand.
We have a partial specimen. He subtly motions to Cadence, who's still hanging out in the arms of the cleric, and the zombie hand, which the cleric had swished onto the ground because you cut it off, or I did, or whatever. I can't remember the exact scene, but it was cut off of a zombie at the moment that we pulled Cadence out of there. So we've got 2 amulets, we've got zombie hand, we've got injury. All
Sure.
of these are kind of useful starting points.
How are we? Okay, so I have a resource of 0, which is going to be troublesome when I get to town. How are other people with their?
you're the worst in town. Sorry.
Yeah, I am.
I've got a
I mean, I'm
resource.
fine being troublesome in town. That's not like a thing I fear. I just want to know how the rest of us are doing.
You got the gift of kindness from that, I think, Epi. That's why. I think you failed a roll or something for your taxes.
Yeah,
And you overspent, or you bought some. Yeah.
I've only got resources 1. Oh no, it's turning against me. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. But no, only 1. It's not looking good.
My resources is 1. Yeah, not looking great.
I've got resources 1, but I was more thinking I've got circles 4, and I could try and circles this up somebody that would know stuff.
Oh.
Okay.
Brain is not a leader for nothing. Got to know people.
All right, I'm down with this town plan.
Right. Well, Sirica's not down with this town plan.
Oh, what is up with Sirica?
So, I know you guys were talking about zombies, and Sirica's like, no, we were absolutely not invoke the undead to join here. Look, I belong, and I've given my soul to Baldwin the Brave, and you're telling me that that eight undead are too much for us?
Oh, it's like fire with fire. You do like a backburn. It's like just undead backburn.
My argument, Bryn's argument right back is, yes, we could probably take them and half of us would die. And if that is an acceptable losses to you as a leader of people, I don't know what else to say to you. It's not acceptable to me. We almost lost our elf here, and I would rather not lose any more than a bit of a gash on their back.
Yeah, I'd say we've lost about 2% of the elf.
Well, perhaps I was mistaken then, seeking to join your group for amazing tales. For all I've
Can't
seen
tell
is that
amazing tales if you're dead.
Dead men tell no tales. Yeah.
from the
Thanks,
book
Linus.
of Baldwin, it seems that you all have more brains than heart.
I mean, Bryn doesn't feel like that's an insult at all. So
Where is your sense of adventure? Where's your panache? You have
Where's
one.
your pretty tiara? Look how beautiful my tiara is. You can't wear a pretty tiara if you're dead.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can. I thought that's how you buried the elves in pretty tiaras.
You're not helping the point, Basil.
I'm just trying to get I just want to understand your culture.
No, she's going to try to. All right, so no, like they actually really want you to stick around, and like
yeah, totally.
Okay.
they're actually going to throw down here, being like,
All
no,
right.
there's no way we're leaving ground here. You know how far we've had to hike to get to catch this, and you lost. So your ogre died. So what? So you bumped into some undead creatures. So what? When Baldwin the Brave was back in his corner was against the demon, of Fell Tower Keep. Did he say, let's go back to town? No. They put their heads together with Felwick, and maybe Felwick died and their soul is rotting in eternity, but Baldwin lived on, and Baldwin became an immortal lord. What say you?
Well,
Come
I think
on.
rations. I mean, I don't have any rations.
Rations.
All right.
What about second breakfast?
Second, thirds.
This feels like
Sterner
conflict
stuff
of sorts?
indeed.
Yeah. I'm trying to angle towards that conflict for sure.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
What
so I think we are going to do a conflict here.
Sweet.
Uh,
I've got a new character to run into the ground. Let's hit it.
Should we
wow, you
do
did
we want to
so
just
well. Were you
drive
very
them
happy
off?
Stage when you came
Kill
back
them.
and looked at how much Arth, or is it Artha in this? No, it's something else.
It's not Artha, but yes, I was very
Fake persona.
I told Adam ahead of time, I know how we both play. If I come back to a dead character, and I didn't come back to a dead character, so this
All right.
this is
Solid.
way above expectations.
Yeah,
So-
you're in good condition to play. I mean, I'm not doing so great. I have 1 persona and 2 fate, but
But yeah, I'm trying to angle towards some kind of So Bryn's got better persuader than orator, but I don't feel like this is going to end up being a persuade kind of conflict to this
Well,
cleric.
we're convincing just the cleric though, right? Like we're not actually
Yeah.
Where she
we
goes,
wouldn't
her
have to-
followers follow, right?
I mean, we could convince her followers to like they'll follow her to death or follow us back to town, where we'll like baths and like food.
Well, no, it's more like the vibe I'm getting from you, Eric, is that
Mhm.
she is not going to leave. And so it's not like we can persuade her to be like, oh yeah, drop all this stuff, head back to the keep, lay low for a couple of days. The only thing we can really do is orate the group into feeling like it's such a good, it's okay enough that, we are prepping for the battle of our lifetimes type of thing, so that she
Yeah.
doesn't have to lose faith or lose face on the way back to the keep. Right? Like, we're
Okay.
not actually persuading her to change her mind. We're just making it so that, no, this is okay. And it's not, dropping your faith on the ground type of thing.
Right. So, Sirica's okay. So yeah, you're trying to convince them that you can weasel back to town and not hurt their feelings.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying.
I'm like,
Yeah.
the first three
Right.
verses of the Battle of Erefim are about hanging out in town and sharpening all the swords and making sure that all the horses are fed. It's very moving stuff as well.
Right. So I think it's going to be all right. So I think this is going to be a full blown conflict. Like, they want you, like they want all of you to stay and soldier through here. Like that is their goal, is to convince you to not go back to town.
Rockin'.
Okay.
The thing is that I don't know. Help me out, guys. Do you think this is actually like my gut tells me this should be a full blown conflict. Another part of me is telling me that this should just be a single roll.
Well, so speaking as a fellow DM,
Yeah.
I would make it a conflict, if only because a lot of the rest of the session is either going to end up
Rides
being
on it.
town phase or going to end up being,
Right.
and if it's town phase, it's like, we're going to have a low key rest of the session for a little while.
Right.
And if it's not town phase, then I would rather start it with this monstrous conflict.
Mhm.
No, yeah, I'm totally cool with doing the conflict. If we don't do a conflict, I was just trying to weasel my way into using Lore Master to help. But
No, okay.
I'm totally cool with giant conflicts.
Yeah, no, we're doing a convinced conflict here.
Sweet. Also, I didn't get to do a conflict last session, so I really want to do one.
Well, there we go.
Well played.
Yeah, so Sirica will be more or less operating on their own here because their silent acolytes are silent.
Yay!
Oh,
Curse
But,
you,
they-
silence.
Yeah.
Worth it.
They are going to use them as a weapon, though, in this conflict. Look at these poor
I really hope you
acolytes.
mean literally.
All right, let them down. All right, so this type of conflict, a convinced conflict, requires one of us need to be designated as the captain. This is a persuader roll, and you're adding it to your will. Okay? So I need one of you to step up to be the captain here.
I believe so. I have Persuader 3.
I think you're our persuader.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's pretty good for me, and it makes the most sense. I was the one that kind of pushed her into it.
Also, keep in mind, you are injured, Cadence. Is anyone?
Yeah.
No, but no one else has any conditions for disposition calculations.
You got it.
Right.
Can I get help on conflict
Sure.
rolls disposition? I really do think that Lore Master pull is pretty good for help, but it's up to you, sir.
I thought it was good because it directly countered her like old tale with my old tale.
What are we helping with on that one? Is it just a straight
This
up
is-
persuader?
Persuader plus health, did you say? Or
Will.
Persuader plus will. And my
Correct,
will's
yeah.
3, which isn't the best, but
But as far as helping goes, do we need God, I don't think I'm good.
yeah,
with
are you
helping on
are you
this.
restricted in how you help? Which is why I feel like the Lore Master should work, but I don't know. I'm not super comfortable with the rules around that. So
Right.
it's Eric's call.
That's more like lore wise, I think, would be obviously the
Well,
mechanical
it's
appropriate
yeah.
one. But In this case, I'm gonna be generous. Yes, you can help with Lore Master for disposition here.
What a nice guy. Other help, if anybody is up for it.
I mean, if I can just use will, I will help. But I got like the closest thing I got to persuading anyone is Haggler, and that one strictly by the rules can only be used while you're in town.
I don't think Haggler would work here anyways, just thematically, right?
Yeah, no, that's right.
I think I got anything. Like,
I mean,
I just make them as a surprise, but social skills are not.
How are you going to make friends, Linus? Come on, man.
I mean, that's why it's a goal. If it was easy, I would just do it. Yeah, no, I could try to really reach for something like Orator or Lore Master, but that just feels like stretching. I think thematically and rules wise, there's not a lot that I can do.
Cool. And my traits are pretty bad for this, so I'm going to just take that 1 die help. That's a no ob check. And I got 3 monstrous successes there, so I'll take it.
yes.
So that's a 6 disposition. Does that count as a success for
No.
Persuader for me?
Disposition rolls don't give you
Sad.
anything for
Yeah.
advancement.
Well
They're
rolled.
jerks.
though. Good job, sir.
I'm gonna write my own game, my own advancements.
With blackjack and hookers? Or
So, well, I follow along here.
They're going to spend one of their fates to bait their 6 here.
Oh, they
Sure.
would.
Cheats.
Cool.
well done.
So they get 1 additional one. So 3. 3 on top of their will. So they have a nice chipper 7.
You are 6. We'll be fine. It'll be fine, guys.
Does your injured factor for this disposition? Cadence?
Well, I'm not injured, but yeah, Cadence.
It doesn't. It's not for help. It doesn't affect help, right? Being injured doesn't affect help is the question.
I'd be really surprised.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm
Yeah.
gonna just eyeball and say it doesn't for now. Get everything else set up. All right. So are we cool with the goal set up here? So they're gonna they want to convince you to stay.
Our goal is to convince them that preparation is the better part of valor, and get them to go back to the keep.
Yeah.
We would also be okay with them hanging out at the entrance of the cave, but you go for the best possible thing, right?
Yeah,
Right.
let them negotiate down from there.
That'll just be like 4 extra zombies when we get back. We don't want that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Silent zombies, which is the scary kind.
Yeah.
And you
They
guys
come up
have-
behind you.
All right. Yeah, you have control of some of these tokens. So you guys have
So
6
it's-
tokens, right?
A convince, you use the same cards, correct?
Divvy up. Yeah, divvy up as you wish. Yes. So I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm going to quickly, because we haven't played in a little bit, I'm going to sort of do a quick little review here. We're doing convince conflict. When we do a convince conflict, we are rolling persuader for attack, persuader for defend, manipulator for feinting, and manipulating for maneuvering.
Uh-oh.
This will be fine, man. This will be totally
Okay.
fine.
I mean,
do we all?
it'll be fine once it like escalates into a physical conflict.
Right.
Next,
No, that also will not be
Do-
fine.
And we all remember or can we all kind of imagine what an attack looks like in an argument versus a defend versus maneuver versus feint?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
should
Battle
I
of Wits is
should I
my
give you a
favorite
little review? Will that help?
I usually just have to stare at the chart the entire fight so that I
Yeah,
don't get
that's
confused.
pretty much what I
Right.
do.
So the best way to think about it is an attack is making points that stop the other person's goal, right? You are weakening the other person's position. Defending is bolstering your own goal, right? Making reasons why your goal is correct, not why the other person's is wrong. That's kind of the easiest way to think about it for the attack and defense in a persuasion conflict, right? Because in general, defending is bolstering your disposition,
Those are both
while attacking is that.
persuade
Manipulating
checks, you said?
manipulating is like building your argument or trying to get them to like kind of almost trap them, and then a feint is totally getting you to speak out of turn, rebut yourself, and like really just judo you with your own words. If you want a good example of judoing someone with their own words, you should watch the clips from The King is Dead, because Alice dunked on me in an argument in that game, if you want to see what a fucking successful feint looks like. So anyways.
And then disposition points. I probably don't want to give both of them to Cadence because I've got an extra, right? One to everybody, an extra one to me, and then one extra. I probably don't want to give that to Cadence because of his injury.
And I'm not good at this stuff either.
So then the big question is Linus with the low social skills or Epi, who is a fellow cleric. So I think
you take it. You'll be the last man standing, right?
You have to do as evenly as possible.
Yeah.
So, like, you can give everybody one, and then he has 2 left over. So you can give 2 more people 1 more, but you can't double up those last 2 points onto the same person.
Yeah, I definitely take the second one, and I'm going to give the extra last to Epi.
All right.
Okay. Split them up as you will. All right, we don't need. Okay, I think everything else is good.
The late in the book, page 179, we have other weapons, which include the weapons used in non-fighting conflicts.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the sort of thing where we declare this?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes, this is going to get weird. All right, so
great.
We have bluffing, bribes, cool or calm, and humor. If you have that,
what page is this?
Yeah, what 179.
Thank you.
I think Bryn is super cool and calm.
Yeah.
So hold on. I'm sorry, real quick. Epi, you read the wrong section. That's for negotiating. That's for haggling. We're in an argument, so we're using intimidation, deception, evidence, role play, promises, and repeating yourselves.
Thank you. All right.
Oh yeah, repeating yourselves, the worst weapon. Like literally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so they're not things that you declare. They're things that are just part of that piece.
Oh, so you don't declare them ahead of time like you would.
No, but if I repeat myself, you better be dropping me a die.
Right. My cleric, Sirica, is going to equip their 2 acolytes for their weapon.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Oh no, I'm sure this is great. No problem at all.
All right.
So we don't declare what we're doing here?
Can I hear again that list of things in which repeating yourself was in?
Intimidation. So
recommend repeating himself.
Intimidation for maneuver is a good time. Deception for a feint, although I don't think that is Bryn's thing. It probably won't come up, at least on our end. Yeah. Evidence, we don't really have hard evidence, so I'm not sure if that's going to come up, but that would be a plus for attack. Role play, you get a plus die to any single action type, so we will see how that goes. Promises for defend. I promise you we will come back. We need to prepare, right? And then if you repeat yourself, like you give the same statement that you did a second ago, you take a negative die, and I also don't want to argue with you in real life. So
I'm making it a handout for you. Sorry.
It looks like you're pretty prepped there, Eric.
Yes, I'm ready to go. So you can start laying down your cards as well.
All right, folks. I'm halfway to attack. But I would love to get suggestions from people.
Sure. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the attack things, or anything else for that matter. I must have at some point done a manipulator roll because I have it open at 0 and 1 check on it.
Well, let's give you another check.
So yeah, if anything, I'd love to get a check before I die. So I can do a
maneuver.
And
are you going first?
I might. So because the way that we led right into the conflict is that Cadence was presenting a piece of a saga And I really like that to be kind of this opening maneuver in the conflict. Just because I like the theme.
Yeah, I can.
Is that the closest to the middle? Is that the deal?
Yeah, so it's like Darkest Dungeon, like the order is closest to the middle line. That's why I was asking only for purposes of me moving the people on the screen. So.
Okay, cool. And then, so then, I assume Linus wants to stay out of it if he can.
I mean, so if you're gonna put me in for something with Persuader, because I'm close to unlocking that.
Totally.
So yeah, let's see.
All right. I think so. Then, and Epi, do you have a thing that you want to bring into this?
I can just bring my massive amount of will, and the only way I can think of that working is attempting to usurp what's her name's authority as speaking for the gods here. And I really don't know, other than just like overconfidence, what that actually is.
Yeah, I'm really scared to faint, and it doesn't feel very much like Bryn's tactic here.
Sure.
No, I don't feel like I have a good enough idea of what Sirica is likely to do to feel confident in a feint.
Okay, well, thematically then, I think the deal is we're going to lead with Cadence's kind of discussion of this lore.
Yeah.
And then Bryn's pretty much kind of obviously this is the right plan, let me convince you with facts, so pull a defend. And then I think we'll do, and Bryn's in the right spot for that, going second right after maneuver. And then we'll keep you, Linus, do you want to,
so wait,
which one of you wants to
maneuver defend?
We're going to maneuver defend.
Okay.
Talk to me.
Okay, so maneuver sets you up, and unless we've already lost disposition, defend doesn't do much for us. So going defend second, I mean
it's going to be independent. Well, I guess it's versus attack.
It could be versus.
Could be okay.
Like if they're attacking, we're basically gambling that we lost on the first one.
Well, my bet about how the cleric's going to play it is almost certainly attack, or attack, maneuver, attack, because the way they were doing it while we were just generally talking is your plan is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. What's wrong with you type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
I can see a maneuver in there if they want to just pull something in from lore, but it feels like attack. And because we have Cadence's awesome possibility of rolling like nothing, I would like a maneuver defend to come back to nothing. But I could totally also see kind of maneuver attack, defend.
If I'm fine on putting a defend, but I think we should go third if we're going with defend.
Okay, sounds good.
Because that maximizes the chance that we've actually lost disposition by that point.
Then who would like a persuader check?
Sure.
You want to do that then?
I mean, we've got to get some of us in there somewhere because we're not going to do very well in either anyway.
I think I have a way to role play that. If that's
go for it.
Rocking.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Yeah, hit it.
All
right. So I think we're good.
So I continue on, Eric.
Hold on, just real quick, just point of order. So we're good on screen. Everything's in the right place.
Everything on screen is correct as long as my understanding of your
right. I was trying to follow.
But I believe so.
I was trying to follow along, and I just wanted to make sure. Okay, cool.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
So I continue. I'm like, all the greatest songs of the old ages that are passed down are usually written by very old elves. You know, I'm a bard myself. I plan to write these adventures, but I'm quite young. I expect to live for another several hundred years. But running in and out of caves without any backup or supplies isn't a good idea. I mean, we could get back to town and I could start writing stuff down right away. The other thing is, no one knows how valorous or champion like you are unless I can write a good verse about it, right? Put in a few extra words for you, you know, if I get in some extra work.
Fortunately, your cleric friend of yours has already told us the stories of how you led the charge of stealing the gold from that ogre. Your stories and your reach do not need to be written down, Elf. The human word is fine enough for you. Now, you said it yourself, you're made of sterner stuff. And I want to point you one more time to Baldwin the Brave. They also were made of sterner stuff. And do you really think everyone that you're with here is going to think that you're as good as you think you are if you turn tail here? Really? I know I wouldn't.
Well, with the right rhythm and cadence, I can convince someone of anything with my beautiful song.
Right.
I think if you're listening, you'll be convinced that it's the best idea to turn ourselves around and get back to town.
In the interest of saying as little as possible so it's less likely that we will repeat ourselves, I think we roll there.
Yeah.
Are you... I can't just... Yeah, the last thing I would add in before we roll is like,
Hit it.
cannot believe that you would deny my poor acolytes the chance of true heroism, true bravery, and remain to be silent, even more, until another chance of adventure. Tisk. Shame. Shame, Elf. All right.
Right on that last chord.
Yeah.
Geez.
So manipulator, I roll something else for that, right?
I mean, I hope so.
Manipulator is the skill, isn't it? Or is that
Yeah.
a first edition one? Sometimes
Well, I just
sometimes
can't
it's
remember.
deceiver.
When
I
I
forget.
have it at 0, it's like based on a.
Oh, yeah, you
something
beginners.
Yeah, you have the beginner's luck or user nature.
Okay.
Is this elf nature?
Yeah. Where's my dang? So my nature is 4, but then it like doubles.
I mean,
hard
on the
it is
one
though?
hand, I'd love a ton of dice, and this is going to be independent versus feint.
Yep.
And so we will need a ton of dice if we're going to get anywhere, because they're independent versus us, and we don't have very much disposition.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm testing my nature.
But on the other hand, it'd be pretty sweet to just end up losing this conflict and running in and fighting some zombies. So
And I am using, obviously, I am equipped with deception, so just be aware that whenever I roll, I'm getting an additional success.
So, and I have -1 die, so I can just do that from my ability rating, right? Put it in as 3 instead of 4.
Yeah, because you have
For being
-1 die.
injured?
Yeah.
And so it'll be an accurate roll.
Mhm.
No modifiers.
As long as you're not using any traits or anything like that.
Oh, and ob 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you got a fat 0,
Oh,
and I got a 2.
Brutal. No 6.
Do you have
Only
a wise
2
here? Or are you cool with just taking the 2?
I'm gonna say.
I mean, we're gonna take the
I'm
two either
actually
way.
curious who wrote this ballad you're always quoting from.
And you're
Oh, I
using...
like that.
Oh wait,
Oh.
that's my trait. Can I call on that, or is that a different thing?
No, you declare that when you roll. That's why I asked when you said any modifiers. I was like, not unless you have any traits, and you
Okay.
just continue to roll.
No, because none of all my wises are like object
Crafts, yeah.
oriented, unless she's wearing something. All right, so that's.
So,
Was there also something different about when you're learning it? You don't mark failures. You just mark.
you just keep track of how many
Yeah.
rolls you've made, and you're
Right.
looking for a number of rolls equal to your nature.
right.
Okay.
So Virgil,
Just- so.
this is a good point to know though. You used nature. You did not use your will. So this counts as a nature test for you. This is this does not go towards purposes of advancing, persuade, or manipulate. You would have
Right.
to use beginner's luck for purposes of advancing that skill, or have a mentor be teaching you it that way. By using, when you do not have a skill and you rely on your nature, you get the benefit of possibly getting more dice, but you do not get any of the benefits of advancing the skill. Or
Right.
learning it, or in this case, learning it.
I'm terrible at rolling nature. Evidently, I've done it 3 times and failed.
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, everybody, but I'm pretty sure because I was a nature test and you failed by 2, your current nature also goes down by the amount it was taxed.
It is taxed.
Yeah.
So you're down to
2?
2. Yep, so you lose 2. You're also out of the point, or you lose your disposition point, and then I also then have to ask the team captain, where should the other point come from?
And the other one's going to come from me. Epi, how into kind of the elven lore is Basil? Does he think that the elven lore is a big deal and a huge part of kind of his religious background, or is he like, oh yeah, the elf is making noise again? Like how much would that be a hit to you if kind of this knowledge that has been accumulated doesn't mean anything to these people? Because otherwise I'm just going to take the hit.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I just unmuted myself and hit the cam.
I mean,
I don't know if it broke it, though.
No, it did change everybody on screen, though.
Oh.
But it's okay. We can fix that in a second.
Epi, you're muted.
I am muted because I was sneezing. So, yeah, I would. I think that's I would definitely lean into that interpretation if we want to take the hit on Basil instead. I think that'd be great. Basil could be like, we should take all the different cultures into account when we try and find out the truth of the world. And if we're not trying to find the truth of the world, why are we doing this?
Cool. Yeah, because I would like to. We'll see how terribly it comes from me in a second. But it's because I'm the person that has persuade. I think I would like to hold on to my own disposition. Rockin'. Yeah, we're cool with that.
Cool. All right. So then they're just going to go after you and Valor.
Your worst.
Yeah, Valor is the better part of Valor. You learn that in the very first parables of Baldwin the Brave. That is etched on his longsword that slew Basidius the Medusa.
Oh, I'm sad I didn't pick defend because I've got a great rebuttal. But as it is, my nice attack short simple point is you have to sharpen your sword before you swing it at people.
All right.
And that's all.
Yeah.
That's all I need to say about that. I think Bryn is probably short spoken. Let's see. And that's going to be 3 dice.
Rolling 3 dice. Ooh.
I think that even sounded like the way Sean would have said it.
I'm trying so hard, man. I know Sage. I know Sage much better, so it's easier for me to just drop into him. But let's see. Oh, I kind of want to use nature for the purpose of this is all about crafting and knowing about that kind of stuff, but it feels cheaty. So let's persuade, because I also really want to be better at that. I'm not testing 3. I'm testing persuade. And I won. Bam. 2.
Ooh, okay. So this is an independent, so we both take the hit.
Yep. And I kind of want to explode that 6.
Yeah, you do.
Which is Fate or Persona? I can't remember. Fate?
Fate to explode the 6.
And it's D6 exclamation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll take another one. That's 3.
Hey, 3. Chipping.
And that does count as a pass. Rockin'. Epi, don't let me down.
Wait. Can I not let you down?
Well, I'm going to end up
They're
taking the
fainting,
first
right?
one.
So
You are defending.
you're defending, and
we have
fainting.
lost 3, so.
A defend does not trigger on a feint.
Yep.
So
I
they
can't
catch
do
you.
anything.
Oh, I thought that was feint attack.
No, you want the feint. You want them to defend what you were feinting, and then you just bash through them.
No.
Yeah.
I thought his script was feint attack, and I must have just missed it.
All
It's
right.
feint. Oh, it's feint attack feint. Yeah. I imagine, without knowing how you were going to defend, I imagine what it might be like on my side. But what were you kind of thinking, so I could kind of build on it?
Yeah. My defense was to address the silent ones.
Yeah.
And to explain that to face the Lords of Darkness and their works, you must first fill yourself with the light. And what better way to do that than to return to town and, do your prayers, to enjoy the fruits of the Lords of Light, like hot buttered nettles and sweet sour beer, and I don't know, whatever else hobbity bullshit.
You don't shine a light in daytime. Why would we go to the civilization?
It's good.
Look at you of all people. We watched you pray to the gods. We saw what miracles you can do on your hands.
God,
Are you really not? Are you really not going to use that gift right now? The gods have shown you the way. You are favored right now. You helped save your friend.
They have a point.
Yeah, there's a feint.
Basically, like if you're a
Just
casino.
pull Epi right over to the other side of
Yeah, right? Like, if it was a casino, they're like, come on, you're hot right now. How can you quit the table? So
roll that 0. That's all you need to do.
I mean, you got that classic Eric dice working in your favor, so we'll see.
I'll
So
take
I'm not rolling anything, right?
No,
That's
this is just
right.
them. They're manipulating you. And okay, let's see. 3.
Jesus.
3 dice,
There
3
we go,
successes.
That's it. That is it.
Well, that
All right.
doesn't. That's a feint, though, right? That just gives them.
No,
Oh.
that does damage.
Oh, it's an attack, basically.
Oh, it is okay.
So, so I win,
Pulled you halfway, though.
but you pulled me halfway. So let's talk about
All
some
right.
compromises here. You've scored a major compromise, right? You scored about half. So, I would like to convince you to stay. I would like to somehow keep my goal intact. So this is something that we have to work on together as a group. Like we have to agree on a compromise here. I would like to keep my goal intact, but I would like it. But that also means you get some of your goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of prep can we do here?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not sure what that could be.
I mean,
because they're
if
kind of
I can-
diametrically opposed.
The thing is,
Mhm.
I'll probably fail my health test. But if I didn't, and then also we were able to forage up some food,
Right.
like then we could formulate a plan to like try to do some heroic.
So like
stuff.
camping.
Oh, I got it. I think I got it. No, I think based on what you just said. No, I think maybe they don't convince you to stay all the way. They convince you to stay to kill the undead, and then we'll go back to town. Like just do the one thing. Just do that one extra step, and then we'll go back.
That does not
If I
sound
want
like
to
a
take
major
at least
compromise.
a 20-minute nap.
Yeah, that
I'm
sounds
very
like what you
blading.
wanted to start
Just
with.
one room. Just one room. It's like like they just want you to go one step further.
Well, can we get a camp out of them? Is that a thing that
Yeah,
we can do?
Yeah, I think camping sounds like more of a like.
Because we got
yeah.
so the argument is we got you about halfway, and our goal was that we were going to go back. Half of us, since we got half of your disposition, would be able to go back, and I think we'll take camp instead of half of us leave to go back to the keep.
Yeah, I like that interpretation.
And then we don't
Well,
mind.
if you'd like,
going
I could just
fighting.
stay here with you and sing annoying songs the whole time.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
We will keep. Let's see. Did I make anyone angry during this? I don't think I did.
I was sad.
I was convinced.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, you're on
Take
board.
that condition, man.
All right, so cool. So you've convinced them to stay. So Sirika's convinced you to stay and stay out, and we should keep exploring the caves. But you have earned yourselves a rest, a respite from it, and we should camp.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. I will bring us back over to the menu start screen over here. The grind ticks over. So everybody is hungry and thirsty.
Yay.
And then I guess we go to camp.
So should we handle the hungry and thirsty just before we go to camp? I can never remember what the best news is.
You're not pressured. You could totally eat something if you have it in your pack right now.
Okay, so I have some water, and that's all I have. I think.
Gatorade.
I have
commercial.
some wine.
Yep, that's the last of my water. I drank the last.
I have wine. I guess I'll go through that.
No food and
Down the hatch.
All right. And we have no checks, right? Or I have
Well,
none.
you can't camp without checks.
Oh, God.
wait,
Poop
hold
it.
on.
So one more time. Cadence, you had water, so you're not hungry and thirsty. Basil had wine.
Yep.
I didn't hear anything from Adam about Bryn. But then I think Sage, you also said you had wine.
I have wine.
Sage has wine.
Yes.
I don't think Bryn has anything. I think he's been giving it to everybody else. Oh no, Bryn's got wine, or had wine, and now it is drank.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So nobody's hungry.
I need that wine to go into the cave anyway.
Wow. I mean,
No.
so we need checks, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I can just call on my instinct to go forage for food, right?
Before we camp?
And then I can just use curious against myself to get a check, right?
Sure.
And
That
then I'll
seems-
start re-rolling my new character.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Okay, let's do that then. I'm like,
What
look, I'm not going to be able to recover if I don't have fresh fruit and berries.
Okay. Yeah, so
Elvin.
Yeah, right.
and this is an instinct, so it doesn't trigger the grind. I would allow it to happen before. So okay.
Yeah. So I am just like, oh, I wonder what this is. It kind of smells nice. Could be edible. Take a small nibble.
Right. So you kind of go off because it's an instinct, and I don't think anyone can help you with this instinct unless their nature or complementary instinct can
Yeah.
trigger.
So
Yeah. So what do you do?
I
Do
go
you
out and I do my very best to find like a swamp pod that I think I might be able to eat without dying.
Okay. So you go off and forage in the forest around the Caves of Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
That
Nothing.
Right.
sounds like a great plan.
Yeah. What could go
Very
wrong?
exotic fruits out here, I bet. No one's ever tasted.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do a forage test here, right? So this is I think it's scavenge. Is it scavenge?
Oh no. Scavenger? I can't use scout? Okay. Oh, because yeah, I'm terrible. This is gonna be very hard. I will try my
That's
best
fine.
to scavenge.
I mean, or
It's
is
gonna be a
this?
nature test? And my
I
nature's
don't
down
think
by-
this is survivalist. I think this is scavenger. You're looking to forage substance. It's like in the definition, right? Like getting substance in the wild. So,
So not
What's
survivalist.
Oh, no. It's
Survivalist, though.
sorry.
I have the survivalist skill. That also sounds like I could survive out in the wild by finding stuff.
no, it's a scavenger skill is specifically for this. There's like wilderness scavenge items, natural but useful things like pieces of wood or flint, natural but uncommon like vines, gourds, salt, or resin. So you're for me, this sounds like a
Scavenge
gourd. You're
sounds
looking
like
for
it's
food.
not edible, though. Survivalist sounds... What is survivalist skill for?
Survivalist gives you stuff like emergency shelter, locating portable water source, starting a fire in bad conditions.
Okay. Is like is there such thing as let's see here. Because I think I'm knocked down to 0 die. Oh, but I can still use a persona to get a die back.
I'm confused on how you're knocked down to 0 die.
Because I don't have the skill.
Well, if you
and
don't
my
have the skill,
nature's
then
impact.
Yeah, if you don't have the skill, then you would use the base of it, which I think is probably health,
Oh.
and you would half your health and then divide by 2. Does that make sense?
That's 1 die, and then I have -1 for being injured.
Oh yeah, so then you would roll 0 dice. So that wouldn't be possible.
I can spend though. I mean, I still have the roll. It just has 0 dice, so I can spend a persona to get 1 more die and make the roll still, right?
Guys, does that sound fair? If you have 0 dice, but you can add modifiers to the base 0 dice. Part of me thinks if you don't have the dice, you can't do it.
I mean, I just have to be allowed to add the persona before the injury takes away the die.
Oh, that's
It's order
fair.
of operation.
Yeah. No, let's do that. Do that then. Yeah. No, that's fair. That's cool.
Okay, great. Okay, so I spend my persona.
So you add two dice to this.
Yeah, the game is also built so you hardly ever have 0 dice unless you're dead.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
your nature is taking you out. Like,
so I'm testing my health.
Right. So like Scavenger literally has like a forage factor, which is like 1 portion, 2 portions, or 3 portions for foraging. And then it gives you like the terrain to do it in. So this is definitely a scavenger test. But my question is, how much food are you trying to gather? Enough for the party? Enough for yourself?
Enough for myself. I'm hungry boy. I just said that I was going to get fruit so that I could recover.
Okay, right. Just for yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone's upset that I'm not sharing, they should have been forewarned. So it's based on health, but then that's half of your health divided by 2, and then down to 0, and then back up to 1 for my persona.
Are you
divided by 2?
Wait, what?
Do you have 3 health?
Do
Do you have 3 health and you're dividing by half? So like you're having
4.
1, 4. So that's okay. So your base is 2 for this test, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I do have 1 die. Great.
You
It's
have
not.
2.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not a quarter of your health. It's half.
Okay,
of your
that's
health.
what I'm saying. Great. So I have 2 die then total that I'm rolling here. The skill gets 1.
I don't think that math is
Yeah.
right, Virgil. Sorry. It's just that it's a health skill you don't have. It's 4. Your beginner's lucking it. So you have 2 dice starting on.
And then
you're
minus
tapping
1, though.
-1 because you're injured. And then you're tapping your nature with a persona. So you're adding 2 dice to it. So you have 3 dice. You're rolling 3 dice.
Yeah.
And then but I think you
So
also
I'm like
said
2
you're using curious negatively.
2 modifiers back down to 1 modifier then. So
You're-
still end up at 2? Someone just
You should
tell
be
me
rolling 2. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay. No, okay, submit.
Well,
One.
it's not a knob.
No.
It's not a knob 1.
Well, success is 0. I didn't expect to get any.
Yeah.
It's a knob. Who cares? I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna make it.
No, it's gonna be whatever happens next. I'm gonna have to get out of to be able to get back to camp.
It'll be fine.
Yep. Are you fine though?
I mean, the thing is, I'm pretty sure I found some delicious food. It's just
You
that it
did.
doesn't feel as good in the tummy, maybe?
No, you did. You
That
did
happened.
find No, I'm sorry. No, you did find some delicious food. That was put out by denizens.
I'm like, oh,
Around this place.
It's growing on this rope. Those very old.
And shink, your body is snagged by a trap, and you're now dangling by your foot from a by one of those wire things coming down. You look over, you see there was a bear trap near that food too. So maybe you think you're lucky stars here a little bit as you're dangling upside down.
Do you call out?
No, because I don't want to draw attention that I've been caught in a trap.
We're all like, well, Cadence is being uncharacteristically quiet. Maybe he's in trouble.
Yep.
How high up am I? That's a good question, I guess.
I mean, you're about a bugbear would keep you, or a gnoll would keep you about maybe 6 feet high.
6 feet high. Okay,
Yep.
that's not like too bad.
Yeah. It's black rope. Slick and camouflaged is holding you up. What do you do?
How am I gonna get out of this one? Well, I am gonna just kind of start like going like this,
Yeah.
and then kind of start going like this, and start getting myself swinging real good, and seeing if I can get someone to grab something else.
You're going to try to swing yourself to another branch.
Like another tree, so that I can like get myself up and like sit on something, so I could like untie myself.
Okay. That sounds very risky. You're all okay.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Is this? Yeah. I guess this is a health test to do this. I could see it being a hunter as well, but that's really stretching it. What do you think?
Is there like
Fight? I mean, I have fighter, but it's not much of it. I mean, that's as good as hunter, really.
Nah, you're dealing. You're in a trap. You're in a bind. Maybe criminal to get yourself out of this.
Yeah.
there's also the weird catch-all thing about Dungeoneer.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think I
possible.
do.
Because that involves traps.
But yeah, survivalist. I don't know if that would fall under traps, really. More like setting traps, right?
And that's still hunter. Hunter involves traps.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if it's getting out of or setting a trap, then probably hunter.
I mean, beginner's luck is the best thing ever, right?
Yeah, I love that mechanic where it's so hard to do a thing that you're not good at that it hurts your body while you play the game. It's really like visceral. You're like, it's so hard that I feel pain inside of me.
You're straining with your injury to do this, for sure.
Okay, so is it going to be a hunter? Is based on what? Health, will,
Health.
health. Okay, so it's going to be another 1 dice roll.
Okay.
Right.
This is an ob 3 to get yourself out of this trap. Do you don't have the hunter skill?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Let me
I'm wondering if the right tools for the job here is a factor. I don't think so. So I think it's more just you swinging yourself up there and just getting this off your leg. But you have to swing pretty far.
I mean, I do have amulets in my hand, which I could swing over like a broken branch farther to like catch.
Oh, to try to... Yeah, do you want to try using that for as like supplies on this test?
Yeah.
I would be willing to let you do that.
Amulets.
Yeah.
That would use up the amulet, right?
Yeah, it would probably end up breaking at the end of it. Yeah, are you cool with that?
Gives me another die, right? I mean, that's like infinitely better than trying to get 3 successes with 1 die.
Do you have any more persona?
I don't have any more persona, but I do have some fate if I get a 6.
Okay.
Okay, health test.
If you get a 6. When you get a 6.
Yeah.
Mhm.
it says-
One is
Positive
the
thinking.
ability. 1
Come on.
is the supplies.
Show us that sterner stuff.
3, so stern. No 6.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, that's a
I
pretty
mean,
hard-
if you add them together.
So I think I think what I'm going to do here, because I am a cruel game master.
Oh, let me mark off my.
You mark off your character.
No, I mean you guys will find me, and there'll be one less amulet. Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think there'll be one less of a few things.
You don't get the other branch. What you do get is the broken branch that rope was dangling on. You land with a terrible crunch. You hear the snapping of bones. You open your eyes.
Oh no! I landed on someone and broke their bones. Did you hear that, guys? Bad news.
You landed on your pack, and most of your supplies are busted. The amulet that you have is high up in that tree that you like tried to grab on that one branch, so that's dangling up there. You see that snapping of the bone was the wood of your bow breaking in half.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Landing on it,
bow is broken.
and you've
bones are also broken. Those are in my body.
yeah.
Oh, it's not on here. Oh no, there it is. Torso.
So your bow is broken. Your amulet is up in a tree, and I also think it's fair to say that you're exhausted, as you got the wind knocked out of you, and you're already injured. So I think that's where we're at for you. But hey, you freed yourself out of the trap.
Get a check.
I did.
Okay, it was worth it.
Good.
So I spend like those like infinitely long seconds waiting till I'm like able to physically breathe again.
Yeah.
When you have the wind knocked out of you. Gosh, and then I think I'm going to start making those funny bird sounds, those like out of place bird sounds that the crew is familiar with from before, and like try to like hide in a bush, like just like roll towards a bush as best I can.
All right. I think everyone back in camp probably hears that, right?
Some bird is really hurt, guys.
Sounds like you hit a tree really
I know
hard or
that
something.
bird.
Somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you clerics wanted to go do stuff. Let's go do stuff.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yep.
All right. Be on your guard.
I have a feeling we might have a zombie cadence.
Oh no, you're gonna come over there. I'm gonna be like, oh.
I'll turn it and then
Half dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of
So I think we have that cadence terror moment of like you hear rustling in the bushes, getting closer and closer, and then it's who pokes her head out first, and you got who sees Virgil eaten on the ground.
I mean, are you asking which of us?
Yeah, you see a familiar face. Who is it?
I think it's probably Linus, because he's always looking out for his friends.
I like
Yeah. Right away, I'm like, look out there's a bear trap right over there.
Thank you for checking for traps. Thank you for checking for traps, Cadence.
Yeah, Linus is like, oh, I guess you need help. Let me get everybody else. This doesn't look good.
I mean, yeah, you should get a look. It's fine if we do that here, right? I'd rather not get up right now.
Yeah, no, don't get up. I'm bringing help.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll run and get it ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, in case that wasn't implied. Like, I mean, you guys
Right,
was there first, and so I'm not sure if everybody else was right behind me, but now they are.
Yeah. You hear the that familiar assuring sounds of brushes moving nearby. But then you hear then you
Good
hear
puppy.
a reply. Woof, woof. A lot of sniffing. Uh-oh.
Are these Knowlish or dog
No,
sounds?
dog sounds. Or Wolven, as best as I could do.
All right.
I mean, I got that. I don't know why.
It was excellent Foley.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Far better than I could do.
Yeah.
Okay.
They haven't found you yet,
let's
but they're looking
circle
for
up.
you.
My players eat it up when I do a lot of Foley work, and I've been getting really into it. Like full sound effects for everything.
Cool. So,
All right. Okay. Now, why did you get yourself out of the tree where you were safe from these? Like, I don't... Wait, you're right. Let's worry about that later. Let's.
yeah. You guys are able to get there in time before the wolves show up. Like to keep it moving. You guys are able to get there in time, but you definitely hear them. And I think as more people show up, you can kind of hear the the scent is getting picked up, and you can hear the barking and them coming. What do you do?
All right, but we get my feet like unbound from this trap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're free.
You're like really badly hurt though, right? Is it like we need a stretcher to get him around, or?
Yeah, you guys are like, oh, there's dogs, and I'm like, oh, that's fine. I'll just lay here while they bark at us. That's fine.
Yeah.
I've actually made like a considerable dent in the ground here from the height I fell, and it's my body nicely. I think it's a nice spot.
Nice and cozy. Well, I think swords, guys.
All right. Oh, we're gonna fight these dogs.
I mean,
I can probably just cast a spell from over here. No problem.
All right, I'm gonna get close to Cadence and get my shield up.
yeah, we are at least defending. But I
Yeah.
mean, if they're just bothersome, that's no big deal. But
Yeah.
Oh, and it's daylight out, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, then I'm putting my lantern down and pulling out my mace too.
Oh
Come
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. Yeah. So, coming up is a small little pack of wolves who have caught your scents and are interested in whatever is down here. They square off with you. They begin to sort of do that sort of spread pack kind of thing to you all. They're not ready to attack just yet. They're kind of testing you out. And I know you have your weapons out. And are you going to be Are you the ones who make the first moves, or are you going to wait to
Oh
see what
no
they do?
way.
Linus,
Linus, you want?
say that facing against like just normal wolves is a real relief.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, a convinced conflict to get them to join us would be nice.
I mean, if we had a single scrap of food to give them.
But Linus, you wanted new friends, right?
Yeah.
Like, how about a dog?
Oh, yes. No, that's great. Actually, yeah.
Wait, did I actually?
I am totally serious here.
ration?
Yeah, no, I mean, for a second I was like, haha. And the more I think about it, like, I mean, these are just wolves. Like,
Yeah, just wolves.
wolves.
At the Caves of Chaos. But
At the Caves of Chaos. But, like, we it seems possible we can win them over to our side.
Totally.
just real quick to back up for a sec. Eric, there was food in this trap, right? Did I get a ration?
The important questions.
Did you go? As far as I could tell, none of you have picked up any of the food that was laid out there as bait for this.
Okay, I thought picking up it triggered the trap. I just stepped in it.
No, you went close to it, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you didn't actually like go down and pick it up and then get picked up. You saw it in front of you when you got
Okay, so
scooped up. All right.
I'll be like, I'm gonna say like, oh, don't let them chase us off though. I mean, this is a good. Not only is the dent very nice, but there's some food over there near the trap.
It's probably right between
Very
us.
nice amulet in the tree.
It's probably right
it's-
between the two groups.
It's painted. It's painted like old like crab apples.
Oh, it's like no good.
No.
Foraging success.
Yep. So
Sage,
Bummer.
does that spell only work on intelligent creatures?
I will have to look at the full description of it and see if you actually
we can.
want to.
Yeah. Well, how about we do that?
Not leave thread of friendship prepared. So I don't have the ability of spells. Though I do have Wisdom of the Sages. Will that allow me to speak Wolf?
Ooh.
Is that a language?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
wolves.
Nice.
There's a language of wolves.
Eric, I like
Cool.
you.
There are, yeah, in this world, there are 13 intelligent wolves that can control the rest of the other wolves, and has been rumored that
Nice.
these wolves share a language, and so this type of language would be the language of these elder wolves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So I have an option here. I could blow Wisdom of the Sages to be able to talk to the wolves and try to win them over.
We're allowed to like a dog.
Yeah, teeth snarling. They're out there. They're looking. They want you to for dinner, or I guess breakfast or lunch at this point.
Yes. Brunch.
Brunch. It's a weekend.
Okay, so yeah, I think to be able to convince them, I gotta be able to talk to them. So
Yeah.
why not? I'm gonna blow Wisdom of the Sages. 'Cause I think this is the first time I've actually used a Wisdom of the Sages for anything, basically.
I'm glad to bring it up then.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when I looked at the words, the spells you had left me prepared, I was like, really? But hey, it's working out.
It's like looking for making friends, man.
Yeah. I mean, except for the one that has friendship in the name.
Well, you had ended. So yeah, we'll talk about it on break.
Yeah, well, we can talk about it. No, okay. So I use Wisdom of the Sages. I can now, for one turn. Actually, oh shit! I actually have to cast this.
I think yeah.
I'm like,
It's not so fast, Sage.
Yeah.
I think there's an Arcanist roll involved.
I mean, come on! It has my name in the name of it. I feel like I just get to cast it for free.
Mhm.
My wisdom, anyway. I don't know why everybody else is using it.
That's right.
Okay, so the only ob factor is the language group. So if it's similar to a language I know, far removed from a known language, archaic language, or dead language, or an arcane language.
This would be I think this is an arcane language.
Oh, great!
Because it's a bestial tongue hidden to
Arcanine language.
yeah.
Oh,
No.
no.
No, let's do archaic. No. It makes more sense as archaic. It's an old language. This is a language from the birth of this the plane, right? So
okay.
But they're
That's
definitely
more
going to
reasonable.
think you're like a god wolf. This will go very well.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
when
you
I
will.
ask if you're a
God
god
wolf.
wolf, you say
Yeah.
yes.
That's right.
Ghostbusters.
Okay, so yeah, that means that I've got an ob 3 here because it's an archaic or dead language. I've got Arcanist 4, so let's start putting together a dice pool. Arcanist. My skill is 4. Okay. Help supplies or other modifiers.
I have Scholar. I don't know if that.
I will start doing some like backup singing along to the song. And since he's casting to the dogs, I'm kind of just like howling a little bit, like howl yodel type.
Okay.
That's not help.
That's arcanic. That's how I do my arcane magic.
Yeah, but it's
I can help with
archaic. It's
Does
not
that?
Yeah, it's archaic, not arcane. What I can do though.
I mean, because it's a spell, though, can I help cast a spell?
You can help Arcanist with Arcanist.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So actually, you can help with howling. Okay.
That's my magical spell. I'm just howling it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do a whole like arcane harmony thing, and then I actually have a script with Linus's true name on it that is the material component for Wisdom of the Sages.
Nice.
When else I'm going to cast this? So let's go ahead and blow that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm up to 2 extra dice there, and then I have. Oh, do I want to blow any traits?
I mean, you could also get a check. That's what we're looking for, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna use any of these traits right now. Yeah. Let's just see where these dice end up, and then I've got some fate and persona that I can use. Oh, and my op is 3.
2.
Okay. All I need to do
2
is open
6s.
that with a fate point.
Those are your only successes.
All you need to do.
So 2d6. So I'm spending a fate point, open-ending it. Oh, come
Ooh.
on.
Oh,
Wow.
those dice are broken. I think you
Wow.
agree.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any
so
other?
Now I got to go back to the whole I do have an applicable wise, and I just need to remind myself which thing does
What you
what
say.
on my wises. Because I could never remember which one does what. So I remember which page the how to spend your.
Oh,
I think you say, "Oh, I remember," and then you can re-roll failures.
21 is where wises are. You can use deeper understanding or of course. Deeper
Okay.
understanding is reroll a single failed die. Of course, is persona reroll all failed die.
Okay.
but use this option before spending a fate to re-roll 6s.
Yeah, so it's too late for that.
Oops.
But you could reroll 1 die.
Okay, so
That might be all you need, though. Do the 6s count as still open? Like, would you get to explode 6s on the wise?
Yeah, if you rerolled a failure and you got a 6. But I think you would have to do that in the right order.
Well, one of them is you
all of them,
reroll
yeah.
1 failure, and you can do that whenever. And
Right.
then the other one is you can reroll all your failures, but only before you explode 6s.
Well, 6s don't give you extra dice, so no. Like if you did this at the table, you would just reroll those 2 6s, right?
Yeah, deeper understanding says you can't reroll a die that it's already been rerolled. So
Yeah. So no, you're still looking at your same number of failures.
So I'm gonna go with deeper understanding here. So I'm Cave of Chaos wise, and so I realize that I've got this crazy spell that lets me speak the wolf tongue.
Yeah.
But it's the like dialect here, because like this isn't like just a cultural thing. It's like a fundamental constant of the world or something, and because we're near the Caves of Chaos, that fundamental constant is like off by 1 degree. So I have to like my
Compensate.
deeper understanding is that I've got to like compensate for that like one that 1 degree off.
Yeah. Totally.
5. There we go.
Oh.
look at that.
Okay. So I make my ob. I can speak to these wolves.
Yes.
As a god wolf.
Yeah.
And I am now totally set up to go back to town. So sorry, I'm like totally set for leveling up now. So okay. Anyway, I can now try to talk to them.
Yeah.
And I need a good tact to go with for them. Okay, so we've been convinced that we need to stay here and go into the caves. These things obviously want meat to eat, and we are about to be killing things that are meat to eat.
Really old gamey meat.
I don't know what their tastes are. Like maybe this is like a delicacy. Maybe it's like a steak.
Aged.
I think I think I'll start then. They give you an ultimatum of give us that weak one. We can smell its weakness. So
Don't hand me over. Oh, wait. Kidding.
This is like meat.
We can smell it.
Yeah.
Which one of us? Wait. No. These are my friends. Friends. We don't eat friends. I've had to explain this a number of times. We though are a pack like you. We're about to go on a hunt of a sort. Maybe we can hunt together, and the spoils that we want aren't meat. You could have all the meat from our hunt.
Oh, Sage, so good.
The Feast of Falling Stars does not join pacts with another. And looks down at you and snarls. You're in a dominance test.
I would
You know?
never. I would never presume to join our packs. I meant a simple temporary alliance of overlapping interests. I would never dream of merging our packs. We are clearly not powerful enough for that. But together, you would gain more meat, and the trinkets that we want are nothing to you.
Linus, you're too cool to be my friend, but maybe we can do homework together.
Yeah, you're disrespecting King Wolf here. They really don't want it. This is going to need to be a persuade.
Okay.
For them to go with you.
I will get one closer to unlocking persuade.
And you should definitely make this into a check.
Let's go to break first, and we come back and we do the test to see what it's like. All right, everybody. So we will persuade the Feast of the Falling Stars, this head wolf here, on the other side of a break. So we'll see you guys in about 5 minutes or so. So see you on the other side.
See ya.
Hello, everybody. Hey, Grant. Hey, Summer. Hey, Lauren. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Of course, Grant, I appreciate that. And hello, everyone. Hi, Greyhawk channel. Welcome. Yes. Yeah, we're getting ready to get back real shortly. We're just waiting for one more to return. So thank you all so much, Raiders. We're playing Torchbearer, the Keep on the Borderlands, and we're currently in the process of negotiating with some wolves to not eat our poor injured elf. You know what? There. You know what? I'm gonna bring us live, and we can just hang out for a little bit while we
sounds good.
While we wait for Sage to return. So hey, buddy. Since we have a little bit of time, waiting for Sage. We're playing Torchbearer, which is a interesting game. It's a very rules-driven, procedural style role-playing game, and we're setting it in the Caves of Chaos, in the Keep on the Borderlands. Oh, and speak of the devil.
Hey, sorry about that. I had to take care of a couple of things.
Yeah, no problem.
The crew is assembled and ready to roll.
Yes. So let's talk about what we're gonna say to these wolves.
Oof.
Right. So, the Feast of the Falling Stars looks at you, looks over to Born in Winter, looks over to Born with the Stars in their eyes, and they all look at you.
They have much better names than us.
Yeah.
Cadence serenading is top notch.
Why do you, yeah. You speak the language of the 13, yet you are not of our kind. Tread carefully.
Okay, at this point it becomes obvious to me that like I was talking to these guys as equals and I should have been approaching them as like my betters. So Linus has no problem groveling, and he basically like really quickly adapts to like, oh, you're in charge here. And I mean, I think I don't know, these are like dogs. He knows what dogs do. He like oh yeah, okay, this is ridiculous, but Linus would do it. He basically does. He
want to make friends.
Belly. Like he like, how does he show that he is, you know, submitting to them? He's like showing them his belly and like making himself vulnerable, because that's what a dog would do. And he's like, oh, I'm 1,000 apologies. I did not know who I was speaking to. Your tongue is still new and strange to me. I misspoke as if we were equals.
Yeah. Our kind has been around since your kind were mere pups.
And I am a mere pup of my kind. Thank you for not ending my life as you so rightfully could for the dishonor that I have shown you. But still, as a humble supplicant, I must ask, we need your mighty jaws and keen senses in our hunt, and would offer you all of the meat as you deserve in return for your help in slaying these creatures, these travesties against the natural order.
Okay. So you're speaking to them. This is going to be very difficult, but I think we're going to do a versus test here.
Okay.
I think just by virtue of the fact of speaking to their kind, I'm gonna have just an evil GM +1 here.
And I'm guessing I'm doing Persuader.
Yeah, this is Persuader.
Yes.
Because you're convincing the king here. You're not trying to go to the whole pack with order or anything like that. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so you're gonna try to persuade them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like not look appetizing. Like, oh, I'm very gassy over here. Probably something wrong with me.
So I take my will and then I have it, and that's my. Or no, at what point do I do the having? I always forget.
I think right up front.
No. So when you have after you have factored into your traits, help, and wises, and supplies too.
Okay.
Or excuse me, I messed up. Traits don't. Traits and persona do not get added in before they get halved. Those are the things that do not. Everything else gets factored in.
Okay, so I can, I'm just going through our little form here, which asks me for the skills or abilities rating, and I do half my will, and then I can move on to the next thing, and I'll have to keep track as we do it of like which things are. Did you only roll one success?
Yeah, have you played Classic Eric?
Okay. Well, maybe I do have a shot at this.
Yeah, so you're saying there's a chance.
I rolled 6 dice. I accidentally hit okay. And yeah, I rolled 6 dice and got 1 success. So
okay, so you're telling me there's a chance. Actually, at this point,
is there a button where you can click and say that that's not okay? Like a no, I don't do that.
Okay, so do I have any help or supplies here?
I don't think I can help because I can't speak.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else can.
Yeah, you got to know that.
I don't think anybody can.
Yeah, you got to know the language if you want to help persuade here.
Yeah. I mean, unless I can just use my nature to like sing to them like a very nice serenading wolf song.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you can help with the nature.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a thing.
Not this test.
I'm now remembering that, which is another one of my natures.
Yeah, you're dealing with a pack leader.
I think I am going to get one more dice out of my thoughtful trait. Because I think that the trait here is just helping him be like, not rush into anything and look like he's really considering what's going on, which hopefully comes across well as like a sign of deference, like he's being thoughtful and considering every word he says, like he cares about it. Well, it's versus, so whatever.
Huzzah! Okay. The pack.
Does margin of success here matter?
No, it doesn't.
Cool.
No,
then
you
I'm
have.
good.
Yeah, you have persuaded the pack to at least say that your interests are aligned with theirs. And so much. So I guess probably there's this really tense moment after like you're showing you on your belly and you're like, yeah, and let's say Festival of Falling Stars approaches. Still snarling. His teeth are no longer shown, but it's still like. Step forward, and then sniffs. He goes, okay. I think we can work together for now.
Nice.
Yeah. And he sniffs your belly and sniffs your face, and yeah.
I forget to sniff my butt.
That's a win, man.
Well role played as well. I really like the way you talked him back down and been like, whoa, no, like let's not get the wrong idea, buddy. We're just gonna feed.
Well, thanks. The weird part's going to be when the spell ends, we have no way of talking to them.
That's a problem for future us.
Yeah, but right now you got a little tree, a quartet of wolves, a pack of wolves on your side right now.
I think by Linus's standards, I totally am making my goal this session because that is a friend by Linus's bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
So where's the trail?
Oh yeah,
these guys back to the clerics, right?
They want to hunt, right?
Yeah. We were planning to make camp, but I'm not sure if we're gonna want to push on that, or do we just go?
I think this is enough prep. As much as we would like Cadence to be able to walk, having him not get eaten.
No, I can ride a dog now. That's fine.
Yeah, at least till that spell ends, I guess.
I mean, how long until they notice that Sage can't talk?
Yeah.
So I mean, it lasts for a turn.
Just tell them that we're going to use battle language, and
So it lasts for a turn?
That's what I had noted down. Let me double check that.
Okay.
Double checking too.
So pretty much until you do your next test.
Yep, I'm pretty sure that's how it works, but I will.
like I say, prep for battle language.
So would that
One
mean?
turn.
So I don't want to burst anyone's bubbles here, but does that mean your persuader test was the length of the spell?
That
I
may
think
be the
technically
case.
It was. Yes.
Listen, we don't want these rules messing up our role playing game.
No. I
Yeah.
think as soon as I won them over, which made things I think extra awkward because like I'm sure as he's coming up to me in that really tense moment, I'm starting to not be able to understand what he says.
Yeah.
And it's just the fact it doesn't kill me that I'm like, and then from there on, it's all body language.
Yeah, that's the best part. Then it cuts back over to you, right from your perspective, Sage. Totally, and it's like 3 seconds of you just hearing, and you're like
By your belly.
oh my God. On your belly.
Okay, I guess we're not dead, so we have a deal.
So apparently they're not going to kill us.
For
We
now.
could probably make the most of that while we can.
Okay, so
So yeah, I think like we have very few ways of communicating with these wolves, and I think there are more. Like Adam said, this is good enough prep, at least to me.
All right, but next time you have to ask them about their gods. I'm just saying. This is
And imagine if that turned into a test
Right.
somehow.
Well,
Cast the spell, and then like, what did we learn from that? Well, they really like their gods.
yeah.
No, next time I can prepare that spell. I certainly will.
so the wolves are waiting for you to, you know,
I say
and
we
but
run to the cave.
they're not going to wait forever.
Yeah. No, we head for the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes total sense.
Which one?
I will hold up Cadence as best I can.
Which entrance were we going to?
The undead, right?
The red one?
west, the
Yeah.
farthest west, I think.
Okay. Cool. All right then. So you guys are gonna head over to the cave with these wolves.
Yeah, we'll just
Um,
show them the map. I mean, I don't.
I mean, you're not gonna show the wolves the map. It doesn't work that way. But
no, I think we run
Yeah.
back towards the clerics. The clerics see us with a pack of wolves surrounding us. But we're not being eaten, and so maybe we can save a bit more face.
well, I think the wolves. So, all right, I thought the clerics would be with you while this was happening.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
I
mean
Right.
that's fine.
Thought they probably would be.
Yeah, they're not like waiting around, so we don't have so we can bypass the awkward situation of the wolves thinking these are the prey.
I mean-
because they're with you.
pros and cons, man.
Yeah.
Pros and cons.
And no, we cut over to these redstone
yeah.
caves, right?
Yeah, totally.
Um,
That is the direction.
So
yours.
we also now have the
My
downside.
plan.
If these wolves don't like zombie flesh, we're gonna know because they're gonna turn on us, and that's all the warning we get.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna mention that the wolves are obviously reticent, and they ain't going down that hole. They know better. When you go there, like you hear them kind of whimper, like like what, and you get the impression of what kind of what shit are you pulling right now, man flesh, you know, and you're getting that.
So I don't think I have anything on my sheet that we pulled from here, but somebody has something that was taken out of this.
Yeah, I have the
Mhm.
what's it called?
The amulet.
Amulet. So I'll pull out the amulet, and I want to go like right up into the mouth of the cave, and like hold up the amulet, and just like turn and like bravely walk into the cave. Like it does. I have the amulet. It doesn't matter.
I will stand by Cadence's side, just like last time, because that worked out really well for us.
So you're gonna hold that that amulet out. Remember, but I think we've been at this point before. There's no light coming from this foul smelling cave.
I don't have a
Right?
I'm gonna light a lantern.
Okay.
Goodbye, flask of oil.
Yeah. Right. So remember that we have the red intertwining.
My knife. I have my knife in my other hand actually as well. The amulet. And I'm just kind of like twirling the knife like casually. And like walking forward as if the amulet protects me.
Well, the wolves are not going to go down, not without sort of like a marshal to get them down there, because they would say in their language, right? Like they're not doing that, and they're looking for an answer. So they see you go down there, and they're like, "That's fine." Actually, they are doing a little bit of a calculus of being like, "Is it worth going in there to eat that weak one?"
Wolf calculus.
Oh,
Lord, wolf calculus.
Oh yeah. you know, I was this close to naming that or making a Wolfram Alpha joke about the name for that one. I was real close. But should thank me for restraining. Okay. Yeah. They're curious about why your weak, disheveled elf is going into this obviously terrifying cave to these wolves. And they're confused about where the hunt is, and they're hungry. What do you do?
So, I mean,
go ahead.
We always have the option of just going in, and I mean, then we didn't get to camp, but they won't follow us in. So most likely, unless they decide that their calculus works out that way.
Yeah. Or they wait for you as soon as you leave.
That'd actually be really bad. Yeah, never mind. I have bad ideas. Like I'm trying to figure out if we can find a way to show them that we're like powerful.
Well,
and they should trust us.
So the whole deal about turning the undead, it worked last time on some of them.
Yeah.
Like is it a failure on the ones it doesn't work on? Because it just says what your reach is, not like.
Yeah, at the beginning of the stream, Eric said that the rules were if you don't get one of them, then you won't be able to try again on that one.
Right.
Until you level up.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so it's just any time. It's not like because like there's certainly a group of them that I didn't even attempt on, or part of them that. But that's I mean
there was two that lingered. I think in the below.
Yeah. All right. No worries. That would have been the thing, but wait.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
I have the Lord of Valor's blessing.
Yeah.
If these wolves are cowards,
I
can change that.
That's pretty hot.
You're gonna bless a wolf.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing here if it doesn't end with a wolf blessing?
2018.
Like it'll show
2018.
Them, like, look, we can do this hunt. It's no problem.
Okay.
So it says when successfully cast, this spell alleviates the afraid condition of any ally whose courage is faltering. They don't technically have the afraid condition. Can this
Their courage is faltering?
Yeah, I mean, like, is this a thing where we're allowed like this sort of dealing with the RPG part or the role playing part RPG is a technical term that we use to refer to role-playing games.
I mean, in the higher echelons, that's what.
Yeah. When you're a designer, this is how you talk about things.
So, I mean, it's Eric's call, but I would heavily advocate for the spirit of the game being, that sure sounds like the thing that would make them braver.
Right.
Yeah. It does, but do prayers? You don't need a language barrier for prayer, right?
No, because
Chanting and war songs of the Lords of Valor. So, I mean...
those are very inspiring songs, Eric. Have you heard them?
Yeah.
All right.
Music is the universal language.
What he's saying.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, chanting and war songs of the Lords of Valor, and the cleric upholds the courage of their allies. Yeah, no, I'm cool with that.
I can't understand half the lyrics of pop music.
Now, here's the thing, though. That's a lawful spell, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're going super lawful here.
Yeah, you are going super
I'm
lawful. Yeah.
unaffiliated.
We
Are
pulled
you
away
anymore?
from chaos.
Are you?
Wait, I'm unaffiliated in that I'm constantly switching affiliation. Like I don't mind being
There's no
called law
deep
now.
affiliations here.
Yo,
Yeah.
this isn't some Prime sub that you can change every month. You
Right.
need to commit.
I mean,
My Prime sub
to
is
be
broke.
fair,
I'm
my
slower.
prime sub is always you, Eric. So,
Oh.
prime sub are, yeah.
So what the way I'm interpreting it, like through my belief and goal here, is that my unaffiliated, I am a rogue cleric who's helping out whatever gods need my help at that time. That is my explanation of unaffiliated. If that does not work, if I need to be more naturey druidy or whatever, I can do that. But hell, my name is Basil. Basil.
Rosemary.
Yes.
No, I'm cool with you being opportunistic at the time being. For the time being, I'm sure that won't be a problem later.
No, not at all. It hasn't yet.
So no, let's do this. Yeah, so you want to cast Benison, the Lords of Valor, in order to sort of like assuage these wolves.
So I'm rolling my ritualist.
Yeah.
And I'm up against an ob 3. Is that what's going on here?
Mm-hmm. So here's a question. Does this spell, do you have to like touch the wolves for this to work, or do they see you when they get it?
Well, it's
what does
a
this look
chanting
like?
thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that I'm like obviously looking. Yeah.
Like you're cheerleading.
It's not the chant of the Lord of Battle where you like smack the other people in the face. It's the valor. You're telling amazing valorous stories. I think.
Yeah. pounding my chest like a giant ape.
I mean, yeah, okay. I was kind of thinking,
If you're gonna die somewhere, I mean, right here, it's fairly likely you'll come back to life in some way. So
yeah, that's precisely the kind of valor I'm trying to invoke here.
Pros and cons. Pros and cons.
To me, when I hear this, I think of like a Maui haka. You know, like the war chant dance thing. Like that's what I think of when you're doing a Lord of Valor exposition.
You have to play a rugby match. I mean, that's yeah.
Well, you look at that. I'm touched by the gods. Darn tootin'.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna give this a shot. Anything else to the ob there? Or is 3 good enough?
Yeah, I'm gonna add 1 to it only because this is you're trying to language barrier. Yeah, Caves of Chaos, all that stuff here.
Makes sense.
I mean, the signals could get crossed.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a 3 out of 4.
Okay, I can explode that 6. That's just a fate, right?
Wait. Before you do that.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the wise thing is reroll failures.
Right. But I'm bandit wise. Not wolf wise.
I don't suppose any of the Lords of Valor stories talk about bandit valor.
And I have, in fact, already used that. Does that matter?
I don't
Wises
think so.
don't matter.
No. Okay.
If you have the persona, you can do it.
You just check it off for the sake of perhaps changing or advancing the wise later, right? Like that's the reason why we check
You
it.
either get a check towards advancement on something or get a change your wise.
Well, according to Batman, bandits are a cowardly lot, and
Oh, you're my favorite person to do that is.
Deep cuts, man.
Yeah.
Batman being a halfling that I know.
I was sold, I was invested, and he just delivered. Thank you.
I mean, I will go that route if you'll let me go that route.
What's your other wise? Do you have another wise?
No, just bandit wise.
Oh, you need to learn about more things.
Yeah.
I will-
Valor wise.
How do you get more wises?
We got to vote.
It's a winter thing, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a winter thing, and you can change your wise the more you use it.
You die
Right.
and you make a new character, I think. Is
yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So you're arguing that bandit wise is a thing because one more time.
Okay. Here's the thing. Bandits are made up of a large eclectic group from a bunch of different cultures and species. So oftentimes when trying to get them rallied, you have to work with more universal, more instinctual, and less
Displays of force. I get it. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just like knocking them on the haunches and sending them in like I would a bandit.
Yeah. Okay. No, I would allow that. Yeah,
All right.
I would.
All right. So that's a
Yeah.
persona.
Being aggressive with these wolves, what could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
All right. So is it what is it? Slash roll, and then
You get 2.
Yeah, you get
How many do
He
two.
gets to roll all the failures. Reroll all the failures.
Yeah, and you have two
all the
failures.
failures.
Yeah.
If
That's
you're
why
spending a
you do it.
persona,
yeah.
right? Or are you spending a fate? A fate is
Persona.
one.
Persona,
Okay,
yeah.
persona. Yeah, persona is 2. Hey, you
Uh,
got one.
All right. So I tied.
Yeah, but you beat it. Yeah.
Oh, beat it.
So like by default,
Oh, we
you-
want to check, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna do it. I'm kidding.
I mean, we do.
You almost
We
had me
want
for
to
a
check.
Okay.
All right.
You have convinced. Yeah, I think your displays have assuaged the wolves, but that also is the tick of a grind.
Oh man, already.
When
Yes,
I
and-
use these spells, do I burn them? I can't remember.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Do we have? I think everybody's now hungry and thirsty. But you also got some wolves with you. You've
Do I have
convinced the
something
wolves,
to eat?
right? And so now the wolves are gonna follow suit with the elf down here.
And we will descend into the cave with
Oh,
wolves and random clerics and a half-dead elf and yeah.
So-
Yeah.
He's
And
smart.
And Sirica's smiling after you do this, right? Right, Basil being like, yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. You guys wanted to go back to town.
I make eyes with the what is the name of the lead wolf? The stars born under the stars or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Feast of Falling Stars.
Feast of Falling. Oh, such a good name. I'm just gonna make eyes and be like, point to her, like eventually.
Okay.
No, it's not gonna.
In wolf culture, you're married now, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, so this is not quiet at all, by the
No,
way.
I don't think we're trying to be quiet this time.
Right. Remember
Oh
that.
wait, hold up. We got a question from the chat that is important. Are prayers a turn on the grind?
No. They are spells.
So we are not hungry.
Come on, Seth. Don't give us a bad time.
Oh, you were right.
We need all the help we can get.
Yeah. No. This is good. This is
No,
good.
it's good actually. It's helping us.
Oh,
Okay, no hungry, thirsty. Okay.
You were right. See, I knew that, and then I still fucking did it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's
yeah,
fine.
that's
the
the
weird
way
thing.
that you're being today, I think.
You
Yeah.
see the
Pulling out all the
wolves.
stops.
The gods
Thank
of
you,
the
Seth.
chat have
Bless you.
shined their light on us.
Seth,
Yeah.
the Lord of Valor. Is that the deal here?
Yeah, Seth. Seriously, Seth, you are the Lord of Valor, or at
That
least
prayer to
the
me did not cost a turn.
immortal Lord of Law, at least. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that faint foul draft, the issues from this cave mouth, is does not deter you as you all proceed down those loud, ringy steps. The pattering of wolf feet is your vanguard, and we hear the moanings of the zombies.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, can I hide while the wolves fight the zombie?
In what way what are you thinking? There's no cover here.
Well, we've been in here, and I do have nature descriptor remembering. I'd know any little nook or cranny.
That's
They're
the
like
thing here.
ant-sized nooks and crannies.
No, so you guys come down these essentially like this 20-foot staircase. There's not a lot to give yourself cover from.
It's like hallway.
Yeah, it's just, exactly. It's 20-foot wide, well kept corridors here with that weird red stone around. It's got like, imagine sort of a darker crimson with this lighter red sort of vein kind of look through it.
What if I just planned an escape route very well on the way in?
I mean, your escape route is like a tsunami route. It's that way. That's the only way you can go.
There's got to be like something I can do to like. Let me see here.
As far as you know, there's only one way in and out of this cave. So like you're getting ready to go down the cave. It's a narrow, or it's a 20-foot wide hallway that's pretty roughly smooth. And the only way out, your exit strategy ostensibly or literally has to be this exit, as far as you know, right?
So we never reached an actual, or we did reach a fork, we just didn't get down it.
Yeah, you're reaching down to the fork now, and the wolves are heading down to the south. So like you're coming, imagine you guys are coming at this east to west, and then there's a north and south branch, and the wolves are going south to fight the zombos.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have an empty sack. That sounds like an all right hiding space. Like, that's miscible in a cavern.
Right in my sack.
And how many clerics do we have? We have four friendish clerics.
Four?
Four,
How many,
right?
Yeah.
How many?
Her and three
Yeah,
acolytes.
the three others.
Yeah.
Acolytes are lightweight clerics.
Yeah. Priest to goes.
Maybe we can get her to turn some here, though. Or I'm sorry, invoke the fury of the lords of light and darkness.
Well, so we obviously go the opposite direction from the wolves. Yeah, because at least we can talk to these people. And let's just go until we find something that we want to hit.
I mean,
with
Seer-
I actually kind of feel like we go until we find something to hit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Sirka's
Okay.
like, hold on. What are you talking? The fight's that way. What are we doing?
Oh, I mean, you go hit it. We're gonna check out this side. Make sure your rear guard is gotten, and fight all the things down this end. Yes, the fight is that way. Maybe not with the thing you want to fight.
Yeah. She's like, fine, your loss. And she looks at you guys and like, you're gonna regret this. You know, like there's this glory of this fight down here.
No, we've been here. We know this glory.
This
Yeah.
is like a regular spot, practically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not taking it.
So hold on. So I don't understand exactly why she's super upset in this particular case. Like we're descending into this thing. There's hardly enough
You're cutting
room
out.
for two people to stand side by side. You have to split up. Oh,
You're good now.
okay. So we descended into this thing. You can't really fight side by side very much. Like it's only room for maybe 2 people. So if we don't split up, less people are going to get to fight.
No, it's yeah.
Yeah, we're giving her like firsties.
Yeah, like if we both go the same direction, then
All right, but we're
one of us is not going to be able to hit
firsties.
You split up and be like, oh yeah, you come back with heads and we can count and compare glory and tell glorious stories and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
You know what?
sure.
I'll even say, I'll be like, oh, last time we were in here, they started flooding in from the outside. So it's
Right. Just what I'm saying is that her tone does seem duplicitous when she says you're going to regret this.
Well, then I am totally okay with that.
Right. As you guys proceed north.
Agree, she's being duplicitous. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a hard C?
I don't know. I got to the word and was like, oh no. Pronounce it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you guys are going to take a right. Cool. That's cool. So, you guys, the redstone continues. You guys have an option here. You guys approach another veer in the hallway here, as well as quite a few doors. There's one door to your right. There's a door straight ahead, and then there's another hallway that opens up to another T intersection in the back that goes north to south. So if you would, I will just quickly kind of draw on the map as like here, just to give you guys a quick little frame of reference. Like you came down the stairs.
All right. Yeah.
There's a intersection this way. Wolves went this way. You guys went this way. Right? So I'll put little wolf this way. You went up here. There's a door. Thank you, Roll20 tools. There's 2 doors. And then there's another hallway. And then another north to south passage. So you guys are at this corner.
Okay.
All right. Should we put our ears to the doors?
The sounds of clashing of wolves and undead can be heard underneath you. It's kind of overtaking this reverberating hallway, by the way.
Yeah,
so hearing it would be hard.
This thing, it's just loud all over the place.
Yeah, it's cacaphonous.
I think
Got
we just
really good
press down
acoustics.
to the right.
This would be a really good
right.
recording studio if it weren't for the
right.
chaos.
I mean, you know,
The
like
chaos.
that's the maze solving strategy. Hold your hand on the wall.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna take the door to the right over here. Cool.
Yep.
The door is unlocked and gives way to a staircase that leads below. That veers down this way, like underneath the other, or not quite underneath the other staircase that you're at, and then it continues down even further. Once again, the smell of undeath here is very strong.
I mean, if my experience with roguelikes has helped me at all, then we should probably finish exploring this floor before we go down.
Rogues like what? Like whom?
Yeah.
all the good rogues.
In fact, then something breaks the monotony of the clashing of a battle, which is a weird way of phrasing it. That's coming behind you. A loud whip and a scream gives way to your north. It seems to be another hallway leading to your north. You're basically in a T intersection at this point.
Right.
And to your north is this holler. Doesn't seem to be any other activity around. You're not.
So that's the other door. That's behind the other door. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Yeah. Well,
No.
So,
Which way's
yeah.
north?
Right. So
Up.
north is this way on the map up here.
well,
right.
let's head that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if there's stuff going on there.
So
yeah,
Also, open as few doors as possible, right?
yep.
Yeah.
Always good procedure.
okay. So here, let me explain.
Let me explain the trouble you've gotten yourself into.
there's another door here, and then there's sort of what you can see up some stairs. Seems to be a room with, even from this way, with the light hitting the back of this wall down here, there seems to be just a bunch of various swords and prods, and you can see a bunch of like various like manacles.
That's a good sign.
Then the whip goes out, and you hear someone expire with Wilhelm scream or like ah! And you hear a deep booming voice from up there being like, "Hey, who's down there?"
All right.
Adam, I think you can speak Goblin.
Oh
I think I
yeah.
have at least a wise for it. I'm not sure if I've got the language.
Yeah. Do any of us recognize the language?
Oh yeah, no, this isn't in Goblin. No. This is in the Common Tongue.
Yeah,
Oh.
I just wanted him to know that he could try to answer in Goblin and like fake him out or something. If just because I would try something that stupid.
I believe that Bryn will not be calling out to strange things in a dungeon we don't know,
All right.
Yeah.
because I'm trying to play
let's
that.
go. Let's go the opposite way of that.
I think the polite response is to shout, "Who's asking?"
I mean, it's all you. It's all you, Battle.
You hear a curse as you hear a loud shink, and you hear a tremendous weapon drag across the floor, screeching to you. You can kind of see some sparks, and you see the shadowy body of like a human, like a pretty bulky human, just get bigger and bigger and bigger into the light. And then standing atop the stairs, looking down at you, you can see a man clad in black armor, with a sort of like a black executioner's kind of hood on, holding a giant axe. And all of a sudden it's like, "I don't know you!" And he's gonna start charging at you guys. What do you do?
All right.
What a nice guy.
We wait till
Real
he
nice
attacks.
Great family.
I'm going to
Stay
shoot
out
him
of
in the
his
face.
reach. When he attacks, then we roll underneath his legs and get him from behind.
Oh, the Dark Souls guy.
Yeah.
The Dark Souls. Yeah, this is the Dark Souls boss.
I'm going to shoot him in the face is what I'm going to do.
All right.
Because
Right.
that's my strategy in a lot of the games that I play.
Yeah, I
Didn't
mean,
get to do it last time.
I'm
I
gonna,
got my shield up.
I'm
It would
gonna-
make sense that you would have a weapon out here. So are we gonna do this as like a versus test? I think before and see
As
what
in,
happens.
do I shoot him in the face before he gets to me, or do I shoot him in the face or he dodges?
Yeah, I think you're basically in range, or there's enough fictional position here that I guess you would attack, and if you succeed, then yeah, you might be able to hit them before they go.
Just aiming for that big hood. So hopefully he's not some creepy dude that doesn't actually have a head.
Yeah, we'll see.
It'll be great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think that's just going to end up being fighter, and I don't think that I have any help unless somebody's going to be really
I would
fast.
like to help. Yeah.
How,
I got my shield up. I think I'll charge at him while you're shooting at him, at least to try and. I mean,
I'll certainly take distraction.
yeah.
yeah. I have my knife
Mhm.
out. I'll actually throw the knife, right? Like to make it so he can't like dodge to one area.
Nice big
Using
barrage
fighter?
of ammunition.
Yeah.
So that's 2 dice of help if I can take it.
Yeah.
I don't have much to add to that.
Hey, two is better than I thought I'd be getting. And I'll mark that ob 1. Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm rolling 5 dice.
Oof.
cool. It'll be fine. Be fine, guys. I'm rolling against Eric.
Yeah, look at that. See, look at that shit.
Yes.
How's that even legal? How is that even?
Wow.
I rolled 20.
Like I say,
in
my
the
strategy is often
Everything.
shooting things in the face. Just the best. It's how I opened my game of Apocalypse World.
I have to reload.
I think
roll
my
20.
knife hit also. That was a really good roll.
I think so. Well, see, I shot and you threw, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to dodge the arrow by moving over this way," and he didn't dodge in time, and then he got hit by the arrow where he dodged. So
Right.
by the knife.
Yeah. So I think what happens here. Let me roll a die of fate here to see if it. Okay. Yeah. So your shot hits and it like pierces the guy's armor, but he's still coming at you. Clearly this guy is tough, but he's injured, and so we're gonna go into a fight with him being injured.
Nice.
I'm okay with that.
But
right.
now the grind has ticked over.
Oof.
Yep.
Oh yeah, shooting people in the face makes me very thirsty.
For battle.
That's right.
I feel like you need to say that with like a southern accent. Like giving people in the face gives me a mighty thirst.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's bring us over to the conflict screen again. Was not expecting you guys to go this route. Probably should have.
I mean, come on.
All right.
I don't think we're driving this thing off. I think we're killing it. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well,
Or do we want to capture?
It's in between us and the exit. I think.
I mean,
there's no exit
No, no,
here.
no. Yeah, he's deep.
No, this is ostensibly a torture rack area, and this is the torturer.
Kill him.
All right. I'm super okay with
I
it.
was saying though that we can't escape from right.
We're not escaping.
if we go for killing, then killing's on the table for him back at us.
Right.
Like
I mean, Cadence is half dead anyways.
I know.
I mean, I kind of agree. We probably do want to kill him, but that means they get kill us.
The thing is, if we're here to like clear out these guys, not to like once again come in and then run out again a bunch of times, right? Like I think we're trying to kill him.
I think we want to trick or riddle him. That sounds like a fun.
You want to riddle him with arrows.
Oh yeah. No, I think if we want to kill anything down here, this is something that we want. You know, this dude is something we want to kill.
Sure. I'm just saying. Just remember that it does open us up for.
Yeah.
Hey man, this isn't even my character. Stolen car.
I mean, and you're rolling hot fire too. So,
don't jinx me, Cadence. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love that Monster Hearts advice because it's how I play all my characters anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was it yesterday? Yeah, we were playing Burning Wheel yesterday, and someone had a Ob 5 with 6 dice, and I was like, I believe in you. You can do it. I know it. I have in my heart. And he nailed it with a good fate roll.
Hey, see? No problem. Yeah, and our goal is leave him on the floor dead.
Yeah.
Without damaging any of the expensive goods he has.
Who wants to take the lead?
Here I
on
go
this?
killing again.
I think you do.
Okay.
Well, you were charging in and you called out.
Right.
Like
Sure.
I did the give you covering fire
Yeah.
action supported by Cadence. I think you are certainly the person in the lead.
All right. So that's I'm rolling my fighter, I believe, right?
Yeah. Fighter plus
good.
health. Fighter
I
plus health.
Yeah. I got a nice 2 dice of fighter. Who's helping?
I'm helping fighter.
Another thing.
So
Yeah,
I
get advancement marks. Oh, I love this game.
Hold on.
Yeah, I pretty much got nothing.
Okay.
So I can use my. Yeah, I can help with. If I use Eldritch Darts, I think I can help with Arcanist, right? Arcanist replaces the
Now, can you
attack action.
do that before
You don't do that
the
before the.
disposition?
No.
Or is that
No test necessary. I just cast it, so it's just like the weapon I'm using, and it allows me to use. my ding dang.
Yeah, Arcanist. But
and then also,
yeah, you would be helping anyways in the disposition conflict, so I think that's probably fine for now.
yeah. So I'll
Alright,
start.
so-
Yeah, I start like trying to impress him with my spells and start like casting.
So that's 2,
just
right?
stunning. Mhm.
All right. You know what? Check it out. I'm foolhardy.
Yep.
So that's 3.
You are.
I think it's important that we have a good dispo here because death is on the table.
Death on the line.
I mean,
right, so it's-
literally, this is a torture room.
Yeah.
It's quite a lot
so
of death
it's-
on these tables. Go ahead.
3 and Linus can't help, right? Is that correct?
I yeah, basically no.
Okay, here we go. And do I just give it an ob 1? I always forget.
Yeah, and then
Yeah. And if you're injured, it's just a -1 die to this.
I am not.
But I am.
Oh, right.
We'll take it. I'm sure he's only rolling like 8 dice.
Wow. Well,
Whoa.
Oh!
Explode ob. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I think you can. I think you can explode.
Urgh, he fights through the pain. Yeah, you can explode this. I think.
Yeah.
All right. And that's a fate, right?
Yeah, my torturer is going to do a
Can
fate
it explode
as well.
too?
I mean, I'm not. It's kind of a question of whether or not NPCs have fate. I think important named ones do.
I mean, I can tell you what I think from this end of the table.
It doesn't matter. Oh wait, I haven't.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's a sweet roll.
We were failed anyways. We both got 1s and 2s with us. So Lux on neither of our sides. Just the way I like it.
All right. So, but I add health to that. So
And,
we're
Eric,
doing
I
good.
can't- Eric, we can't change that goal. Can you change ours to be light him on fire or something?
Leave him
Yeah.
dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Good. All right. We have 6.
I don't have a good
You only
token.
had 2 health?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this
All
can't
right.
go wrong. This will be
Yeah.
fine.
All right. All right. So this is how we're going. We might just
All right.
do this
That's what
the
we're
same
gonna
way we
do.
did this before.
Well, I mean, don't say anything until the disposition. Sure.
The
Why
Yeah.
can't I?
Yeah.
It's not like
Why
me just
can't you have
drag it.
disposition? I think you just don't have disposition. I think we're just gonna auto win this one.
I mean, I can control him.
I'm just gonna
Does
do it.
that
I'm
mean
just gonna-
I get all these
No,
dispositions?
I'm just gonna do it this way. This would be.
Just keep adding more. and
Look at
more.
all this disposition I get.
What is this? guy?
So yeah, the only thing that I really have available to me in this is my health of 2. That's
Nice.
it.
At least you've got your health.
Oh,
If you don't have that, you
Yeah.
don't have anything.
you don't have anything. I mean,
That's defend and maneuver, man.
yeah, with only 2 dice, but I mean it's something. It's better than my
Alright.
beginner's luck for fighter, which is 1 dice. I am in this interesting position where I could either use my so I've got all my checks on my Caves of Chaos wise. I could either get 1 more beginner's luck for Persuader and unlock it, or if I can manage to do an Arcanist roll at some point, pass or fail, I can then use Caves of Chaos wise to up my Arcanist, which I think is what I want to do,
Nice.
because that'll be
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Awesome.
That Caves of Chaos
yeah.
wise
Just
is
real
good.
quick, yeah. On a slight note, I just want to, because I think you guys would know this better than I do, because I've only played this game once, though. Lauren Danger in chat was mentioning about one day they'll build a combat system that mimics reality, and I suggested the Riddle of Steel.
Riddle of Steel. Yep, I saw that go by, and you're absolutely right. It's written by a person who is like into medieval martial stuff.
Yeah,
and from my understanding, it is pretty spot on.
Yeah, I don't have a tactics one for you, but the grand kind of strategic
Adam, your internet,
uh,
or maybe it's
that
Zoom.
kind of big stuff. Oh, I've I've got a lot of stuff for that, but it doesn't tend to show up in RPGs very much.
Yeah.
All right. So this
Have
guy's.
you chosen?
I have not chosen yet. Oh wait, hold on. Your disposition might wait. Your disposition is 6.
6.
You also have exhausted and hungry and thirsty. Which
does
would
that mean one less?
yes for both of those.
Wait, I'm just hungry.
No, he's not. He's not exhausted. That's just me.
No, everyone in the conflict with these conditions factors into their disposition roll.
Wait.
All right.
It's
so
not.
we
It's not
lose-
like
Going to
no.
disposition.
Not every hungry and thirsty. It's every unique condition.
Okay.
Are you saying exhausted just says factor in all tests, but I didn't do a test. It factors his test.
Oh wait, no, you're right. Exhaustion doesn't matter then. My bad.
Yeah.
Exhaustion doesn't do
Yeah,
that. Just
only-
it's just a factor
yeah,
in your tests. Yeah. Okay.
So I do -1.
But hungry and thirsty does reduce
Okay.
it by 1.
All right.
Fair.
All right. I'm gonna get rid of 1. Bye. You can go over there.
All right. So this guy's. You can tell now this guy's wearing like plate mail and an axe, and they mean business.
Great.
This is going to go really well.
Yeah, this is good. All right, let's wait till you.
Okay.
Normally I'd
Is
torture
that
you
fair?
first, but I'm gonna make an exception for you who shot me. So
All right. So you're locked in.
I am locked in.
All right. Let's do this then.
I'm
I've never
also-
done this
yeah.
part of it. So.
That's kind of why I wanted you to do it.
Also, I just want to say there is a point of order about
So-
time, and there's probably a good chance we're
Oh.
going to wrap up a little bit later, or maybe we might have to just stop this in the middle of the conflict and return to it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I just
the
want to.
game is what do we think Eric put down?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's coming on
That's
aggressive.
It sounds like he's very mad at our dwarf
They
for
did
the
get shot.
shootings.
They did get shot.
So
That's true.
I am thinking there's going to be attack. So my when I use my darts, it's versus everything except for it's independent against maneuver. Not that it matters because I can't like win a versus test anyways.
Well,
So
I'm-
all we want is for me to not be against a maneuver. That's
okay. So what if we? All right, I'm gonna equip my shield. I'm gonna back clean up with a defend. I know that much
Okay, yeah, sure.
because I think we're gonna be hurting. The question is, how do we feel about this? I mean, assuming he's just attacking right off the bat.
yeah, which means that I really don't think he'll maneuver first, which would be a good spot to put me in right up front.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
And I
Alright,
think
move-
we definitely want to get a couple early attacks so that we can try and get a compromise, if anything.
All right. So we get so we want to do a maneuver. Is that what you said, or attack?
Yeah, attack
Okay. Hold
and
on.
pray that he's not maneuvering.
Look at this. Yeah. Go back. Get out of here. Go to hell.
Go back to the shadows.
There we go. All right.
To the graveyard with you, unwanted dog.
All right. So this is how I'm feeling about this. We'll see. Thinking attack, defend.
Yeah.
Classic.
Are we cool with the order of characters, or are we changing it?
No, I'm that second attack unless you want it, Linus.
No.
He was-
Line-
Save me for the second round when
Yeah.
we'll have a clearer idea of what we're doing.
All
Like
right.
thematically, what's going on is the same thing that happened right before the conflict started. We're throwing some stuff and shooting things, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basil's in front holding up his shield.
Let's do it.
It's kind of our default.
Flip.
Like,
Yeah, I throw my knife and then I'm just like, oh well, now I don't have any weapons left. I better use the magic. So I start like chanting my song and like lean around the corner of the shield just to poke my head out enough to blast some eldritch darts.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we make it all the way through the one round.
I mean, This is not bad for us. Like,
No,
yeah,
especially with that Eldritch Darts coming in.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Arcanist,
this is good-ish.
which I have at 3, but drops down to 2, and then
Linus can help out there.
Yes, I can. That is one of
1.
the few things I can help with.
Okay, so I'm two down for being exhausted and injured,
Jesus Christ.
right?
Yep.
Okay, so that leaves a skill at 1. So that's
No
all
big-
figured out.
No big deal.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, now I do have backup vocals for this track, right?
Yeah, hey, can we help with fighting?
Yeah.
Okay. Then absolutely. I think my standard tactic here is to keep the shield up so that we don't see where they're coming from.
Yeah, if I can help with fighting too, I'm totally helping with fighting.
Okay, great. So that's
As many
3.
dice as we can on that first.
Yeah.
And it's a versus test, right?
No, attack is independent.
No, anything for me is versus.
Right. Because
Because
he's
I have
got
my arcane
Eldritch
skill.
Dart.
Oh, okay.
weird.
Yeah.
Cool.
So since it's a versus, I'm rolling versus ob 1, right?
Yes. Let's do that.
Great.
Not bad.
Lordy Lord.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll those for sure.
Love those. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, of
love
course.
those.
There's no way you wouldn't. I mean, unless you didn't have fate.
Fucking.
Oh.
All right. All right. All right,
Okay.
Eric.
No.
We get nothing more out of the 2d6. That's too bad.
We just need to keep him alive
wow.
long enough to pull some checks
Does-
out of him now.
Does armor ablate this? Does armor ablate Eldritch Blast? Because he has plate mail.
It's just a weapon. It's just allowing me to use
Right.
magic as a weapon.
So then I'm going to try to reduce it with the plate mail. His armor soaks it in by 1. I'm pretty sure you can, because you said you treat it like a weapon.
You're the DM, man.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at
they're
it.
just they're magical darts. So I imagine the magical darts would be stopped. It's
Yeah.
not like a spell. that
So
affects
on a
it.
1 to 2, the armor is damaged or destroyed. On a 3+, the armor is usable. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, nothing could go wrong.
Whew, okay, armor's fine.
No!
So you do 3 points of damage to him. 3 dispo gone.
Okay.
Okay, almost an even fight now.
Yeah.
All right,
Wow.
next round.
Rockin'. Yeah, so I,
Congratulations to me.
You know what's funny? I didn't even get a single. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. We didn't
That's-
even need the verses.
All right.
it's beautiful. We'll take it. Yeah, I'm just pushing my crossbow back up, and I've taken a couple steps back, getting closer to the wall. Because you said there were like swords and things hanging on the wall.
Yeah, he chased you down the stairs. Like you're like fighting it. The backdrop behind him is this big room. He's like he's charged you in the hallway. Yeah, but you guys can clearly see there's like Iron Maidens and torture racks over here galore.
All right, and then taking a shot. How many fighter helps am I going to be able to get?
Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. This is kind of a standard tactic with the Eldritch Dart and the followed by that is that I got the shield up and the darts swoop around the shield, and then we're just gonna time it, and I'm just gonna drop the shield at the right moment for you to shoot through.
Yeah. So I'm making sure that not only like Epi's protecting me as I distract him, and then it's like both of us duck
Yeah.
at the same time.
Sounds good. Give me a number of dice that I can get from you guys.
One from me and one from Cadence, right?
Yeah.
So it's
One
2.
from Cadence. And that's okay.
Rocking. Okay, here's 5 dice.
Here's my 3 dice. Wow.
I think I'm gonna.
Lottie.
Yeah, you're gonna fade that too.
Yeah, you're gonna fade
it's
it.
almost
The armor reduces it by 1.
it's almost like
Does the
But-
armor get
Shame.
another roll
You
each
could.
time it's used?
Yeah, because it's plate.
And and I'll take another success. Oh,
So
that
you-
wasn't explosion.
2
I get another
successes.
roll.
Yep. You forgot the exclamation point to get one more.
Okay. So
All right.
2 more successes. So that's 7.
No, I thought that was you.
That's enough to kill
exploding
them.
at these
They're
guys.
dead.
They're
Jeez.
dead.
Wow.
Kill them.
Wow.
Flawless. So we're gonna end the
Wow.
session today with a flawless victory as you guys kill the torturer. Well done. Look at
Hey,
that.
absolutely.
See, when the chips are down, you can always count on Eric's shitty dice and you guys rolling out of your goddamn minds. That was amazing.
That was
Good.
really good.
Good
I'm
job,
never gonna roll
everybody.
like that again.
Wow.
Never gonna
No. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, I'm just getting all the bad rolls out of the campaign now as we're getting near the climax of this. So the bosses are super good. So anyways, that was good. Let's bring us. We're gonna pick up next session where this ends, and we'll describe the room and all that stuff from there. So let's just do some experience, everybody. Good work, everybody.
Yeah, and I'm starting it off.
Oh,
True
yeah, this is all
believer.
wrong.
Elves. Am I ready to jump into it?
Just stand by real quick, because I never fixed the social screens windows with everybody.
Oh.
You're good. You
who
continue
am
now,
I?
Virgil. You're good.
Okay.
You were Adam, but we're fine now.
Okay, so now that I'm Peter and Zircon,
Oh man, I'm Epi.
You
This
are
is such a
Epi.
good thing.
Ooh, my.
I'm a true adventurer. Elves are made of sterner stuff. I think any lesser mortal would be dead by now.
Yeah.
So I can grab a fate for that one.
Oh yeah. I mean, how
Yeah.
are you still alive?
I have no idea, Rick. I mean, I think it's your fault.
It is my fault.
Gosh, you make it fun. Goal was not achieved. Go back to town and restock. Unfortunately, I did use my instinct. I mean, I think we did benefit because we got our wolf pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we did benefit from.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So that's another fate, at least. All right.
Benefit in monstrous scare quotes.
Yeah, that's not terrible. Let's see what Adam's got, right?
Yeah, I have people with good intentions and good character make promises and keep them. I said we'd go back to the caves and go down them, and we certainly did do that, just a little earlier and slightly differently than I was planning. Gain the commitment from our party, along with several other parties, wolves and clerics, who
Yes.
gave my commitment. So that's pretty solid. But I didn't get to instinct because we didn't exactly rest.
No. We never got that promised camp.
What are you gonna do?
I'm holding a precious check, though.
Mhm.
Nice. Good. Is it my go here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
So that's no problem. My belief is the Lords of Light have need of my services, so I shall serve. And I think that I have been their vessel, so I'm going to go ahead and
Oh yeah.
take
Well
a big
done.
point for that.
Lords of
And
Valor.
then my goal. This is going to get a little tricky. My goal is slay the undead. Now,
Was
hear
that
me out.
undead? Yeah.
we did send wolves after the undead.
Do you want to mark that a success?
I would bet that they got at least one.
I mean, like, you probably don't want to keep that goal next session, and it's more or
Yeah.
less taken care of, right? As far as
Yeah,
you guys know. So,
yeah, I'm going to do that.
yeah, let's do that.
All right. And then finally, my instinct, we didn't camp, so I didn't use my instinct. Got to remember that about instincts.
Well,
All right.
we thought
How
we
about
might
you,
have
Sage?
So belief. I can find allies in the creatures of the cave. Some of the creatures here are like me.
Oh yeah.
I think I played that, considering that I went all the way to like a non-humanoid species for friendships. I think I actually accomplished the goal, not just pursued it, because like without undue magical influence, I managed to get these wolves
Yeah.
some degree of friendship. I mean, like for Linus, this is a decent degree of friendship. And we didn't make camps. My instinct didn't come up. And I think next time I'm going to cycle out that goal. I liked it a lot, but I've hit it now. Just then next time. And then we're over to the Persona Point like team.
Yeah. MVP? Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think?
So we're
Stop.
talking about the
I mean,
clutch roll?
Yeah. It could easily be the like arrow shot that injured that guy,
Yeah.
or it could be the roll that got the wolves. Look, I don't know which one was more important, but those are the two clutch moments in the game today.
Right.
Well, without getting the wolves on our side, we'd probably die to that fight. So
Yeah.
that's
why-
my vote.
All right.
Basil's blessing and getting the wolves into the cave, though.
Yeah. 'Cause,
Well,
I mean, that
Also
would be-
important.
That would be an MVP for next session. When we,
Yeah, I
come
think
out
get out of the
and fight.
No, yeah, I think we give it to I think the wolves could have killed us, and then also probably very much helped us in the things. They were very much useful, and was probably the best thing that happened was stage.
So we're saying Cadence being stuck in the trap
in the
is
tree.
our MVP here, right?
That was
Is
pretty good.
I vote Linus. Yeah, I think the wolves are.
I mean, that did get us a check. That's kind of more important.
Yeah.
Well, the other trick here is that if Linus gets MVP, then we can get Basil team worker, because yes, like without being able to talk to them, we couldn't get them on our side at all. But then without the valor, we would have had huge
We
amounts
wouldn't
of
have had
trouble.
a group of united people. I agree with that.
Yeah,
All
I can live with those. Sure.
Yeah.
So we got MVP and team worker out of the way, and then embodiment.
This is always hard.
I always vote for Cadence for this one.
Yeah, Cadence as usual. I think has to be in this one.
Thanks, guys.
Nobody
That's a
plays
push-up.
an elf on the edge of eternity like.
Yeah, the musical references, the voice,
Yeah.
like, it's all there. I mean, I actually thought that. I mean, this is a little weird because we're having somebody different play a character, but I thought Adam like kept the character consistent and stuff. So I kind of want to be like, yeah, embodiment is like you managed to take somebody else's character and just like,
Yeah, no, he got it last time as well.
One of these days, I'll play my own character, and then you'll be like, yeah, "You really need to step
He's
up
actually
your
not very
roleplay."
good. I know.
yeah. You're gonna play your own character and you're gonna be like, no, we know he's not
No.
embodiment this time.
This character feels more like Linus than
But no, I totally think Cadence gets that one.
I mean, so embodiment
it's-
can go to, as long as it doesn't go to everybody, it can go to any number of people.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
yeah. Well, I
so-
definitely think there was that one. The line you delivered was timed, Adam, exactly how Sean would have delivered it. I can't remember
Yeah.
that line.
In the conflict, yeah.
Yeah.
Sharpen your sword
It was
first.
like beat
Yeah.
for beat,
Yeah.
and then you just ended it, and that's all he would have said for her. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't babble like I do. Like it was perfect. It was curt and it made concise and made sense, and like it was
And I
very.
really appreciate playing a duel or conflict. I wanted to call it duel of wits, like a social conflict, and
Yeah.
not talking a whole bunch. Like just
Mhm.
playing your action with one sentence is fantastic.
Very
So,
great.
yeah, I think Adam's got to get that as well.
And I'm
and
going to throw one at Sage.
dang it!
Yeah.
I already got one. You're getting it because I think that Basil's like the quantum alignment. I think as Adam referred to it as in chat, the like being constantly drawn between all of these gods it's entertaining every time.
All right.
And
I mean-
I think it really like I love that for the character it works so well. And it feels like fully natural for the character, and like that you're like, oh yeah, well, it almost seems like you hold yourself above the gods, but you're able
Right.
to like, I will go amongst them and let them taste of my wonderment. Like,
yeah,
is that Persona?
yes, it
Yep.
is.
All right.
Correct. Cool.
Nice.
All right, then. Then that concludes episode 12 of Torchbearer, the Keep on the Borderlands.
Nice.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Just You can find me here, EricVulgaris. You were at this channel. You're probably watching this on YouTube, or you came over and someone's hosting me tonight and being like, "What the fuck was this?" This is welcome. This is what I do on Mondays whenever we can. It's our old school Torchbearer. I don't know. Is Torchbearer old school? Is it considered OSR?
I mean, it's
I don't
ancient now.
No?
it's not OSR.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know. It's fiction first. Oh yeah. So cool. I trust your judgment, Sage, over mine.
I find pretty much all of those categories mostly bullshit.
Yeah,
But
me too.
I wouldn't claim OSR just because, like, as soon as you say you're OSR, somebody jumps out of the woodwork to tell you that you're not really OSR.
Actually,
So you can drop the R though, because this game came out in 2013, 5 years ago. So it's pretty old.
it has a child in college.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, don't get me started about the child thing. Jeez. Yeah, my 2-year-old has decided she wants to go to the mall, where did that come from? Anyway, yeah.
God.
The 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you,
It's
Virgil?
weird, like, realizing that some of these games have been a long time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Virgil.
Who's muted?
Oh, I'm muted.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, that was fun. If you want to see my stuff, it's all the Zircon 5 stuff. Twitch.tv or SoundCloud. What's our schedule next week?
I think
Good question.
is next week the 24th, 23rd. Yeah, we will be tentatively playing. If we can make sure that maybe Adam or maybe someone else, if they can't do it, can fill in for Sean.
I mean, luckily we have Adam on retainer, I think.
Yeah, Adam.
As much as I like Sean, I always love having more opportunities to play games with Adam. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's a win-win situation.
Well, Virgil, it's you or Epi that's gonna have to.
No, yeah.
Next.
If I catch a bad illness or something, I'll send you a DM.
Yeah, there we go.
But other than that, be here next week for more of this lovely adventure in this red cave. And oh gosh, who am I handing off?
Adam.
Adam.
There we go.
Yeah, for me, last time I plugged my Bandcamp, but this time, if you go to github.com/blinks, that's like all my random stupid programming /game stuff, because I like to put things there.
Nice.
In particular, I've got Exile and Dreams in Darkness, both of which are games that Sage has made me do and are slowly moving towards something that can get played. So if you have comments on those, I super would appreciate
They are really exciting games related to the Inheritance and like play-by-mail Kriegspiel. Like the influence list there is
They're weird games.
fantastic.
Yeah, my
They're
pitch
fantastic.
my pitch for Exile is Inheritance meets Game of Thrones crossed with Gilligan's Island. So if that makes you at
Oh,
all
okay.
interested-
I'm in.
Yeah.
This game lasts 3 hours, but then actually goes on into eternity.
Yeah. Oh no, that's basically the deal. How about you, Effie? Speaking of which,
You can find me anywhere you find an Epidiah. EPIDIAH. Yeah. Oh God, I should have something that I should be hawking right now, but right now I'm in. I just got done doing everyone's taxes, so I don't know what's going on.
But if you need your taxes done,
No, I'm done.
Everyone else is?
I'm retired, Mr. President.
Yeah. Yes.
We need you for one last.
But my daughter needs a 1099 extension.
Yeah.
I'm out of the game. I told you.
Yep. So, how about you, Sage?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter mostly. Like I'm on Mastodon as well on Dice Deck Camp, but honestly, I still actually use Twitter more. But yeah, you can find me other place. I don't post a ton. Yeah, I don't really have any game projects that are moving super fast right now. I've got a supplement we've always been meaning to do for Dungeon World that is, it suffers from having gone so long that I always want to tweak it more, which I'm sure people can associate with. And then lots of ideas that I don't have time to polish all the way up. So someday I'll get around to actually finishing projects again. But until then, you can see random occasional gaming tweets from me on Twitter. I'm trying to catch up on the Tabletop RPG Maker tag, which I kept up with really well for like a week. And then weekends for me are just like, oh yeah, the internet doesn't exist. So I always fall behind it. I need to get back on that.
Yeah, before we pass any further, I'm trying to retweet people on that tag. So if you have people that I'm missing, please send me stuff because I want to be just all unique people. So
nice. Well, cool. That's it for me. Back to you, Eric.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everybody. I'm Eric. I got a couple things to shill. I'm just gonna. It's my events page for Twitch. All the games that I'm running, and I run a bunch of more Fever Swamp on other times. To go to my Discord for that information. I just wanted to plug this Friday. I'm playing a game of the Mountain Witch, and by playing, I mean I'm producing it for 5 amazing people. So I'm excited about that. Mountain Witch is another oldie but goodie that you should definitely play. I think it came out the same year as 316, or maybe it was Polaris. Like a lot of games came out in 2005. Yeah.
It's somewhere in that like generation. Yeah, my first
Dogs.
gen I played it.
Yeah.
Dogs is a year before that, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I believe that when you guys say it, but yeah, yeah. It's just it came out in just a whole slew. It was just that was a year of banging role playing games. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm excited to get that off the ground, and more people should know about that game. So yeah, that's this Friday at 6:00 Pacific, and it will be up on YouTube the day after. So I just wanted to show that. We will be back next week with episode 13. Super lucky as we try to wrap up the Caves of Chaos. So hopefully we'll see you all there, and we'll take care of YouTube or live people, and we're gonna get out of here. All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.